Good evening. Good evening. If y'all can hear me, press one. Hey sis, how you doing? Welcome, brother Jesse. That's what's up. Let me know. Let me know about that, sis. Let me know. Thanks for coming. Welcome, welcome, Angie, baby. Thanks for coming. This time, I hope you stay. Oh, but that's a blessing. We gonna have a special guest on, one or two maybe. Um, and we gonna talk about this. And this is very serious. So there's a lot to unpack. Lot to unpack. You know. You know. Yeah. Let me know, sis. It's a lot to unpack. So, um, thank you. I'm glad you're here. All right, stay there, brother Guy in Hollywood. I'm gonna invite you up. Just letting you know, I'm inviting people up. Ones I pick. All right, and we're gonna unpack this. So, I'm saying name, brother Guy in Hollywood. I want him to come up, and I'm mentioning by names only. So, brother Guy in Hollywood, come on up. There goes the link right there. Come on up, brother. There's a lot to unpack. And it's going to be a continuation next Tuesday. This guy be this is okay. What's going on, King?
Yo, what up? What up, King? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And just to let you know, this mayor went to a gay bar. You know that, right?
Chris PA, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming. Yeah, really.
Yeah. He promoted his campaign in a gay bar. You can look that up. It's right on YouTube. Hello, sisterhood.
Sisterhood, been Sheila, peace, brother, peace. Thank you for coming. Keep up the good work, Angie, baby. No, let me before we continue. Why you haven't seen me that much on YouTube or Facebook? I be on TikTok. I be on TikTok. As they show me love at, the brother could tell you, no, I'm getting views. I'm getting thousands of views. I mean, I don't like no six. People tapping the name, and I'm getting presents. They treat me real good. Now he been telling me for a minute. So I had a first page on TikTok. They cut me out. I was going. I said, I'm not waiting. I got my second page back, and I got to renew it. I got my 1,000 within 2 months, and TikTok had treated me real good. Real good, real good. So you're not going to see me that much on here. I will put some on it. I would, but you're not going to see. TikTok with me. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling people right now, go to TikTok now. You might start from the beginning. I'm telling y'all. TikTok the move.
That's right.
Sis, go to TikTok. I'm telling you. Big brother ain't that strange one. God and I would tell you. I'm telling you right now. Look. They come too. Yeah. But I'll probably do a special live on TikTok on here soon. I'll tell you my journey soon. TikTok. I might go on tonight. I love TikTok. But let's thank you very much. I appreciate that. We gonna send something to you up anyway soon. So but we gonna get to serious business. Got it first. It's a new Indian mayor, right? And it's disturbing. It's very disturbing. Now, people say, why you say it's disturbing? Because if people know the New York Fab, as Sister Sheila knows, come on, the whole New York State, but we're gonna get New City, You gotta stick within the fabric of the New York politics. And what happened was there's a breakable other than now. The brother is going to talk about what we read. We're gonna break it down, but it's gonna be this gonna be a preview to next Tuesday, because I'm really gonna go off Tuesday. So I would advise y'all to look out for Tuesday night. I don't know what time it is. I gotta make sure we're with the brother, a few people. It's very disturbing. Yes, it is very disturbing. And yeah, I'm sorry to say New York City. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. She, brother, Sheila from New York City too. See, that's what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, bro, let's get it on, man. I'm just saying, Tuesday, come back Tuesday. Go ahead, bro. I follow. You lead. I follow.
Yeah, I'm going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I was shocked when he won. I didn't know he was going to win because nobody don't know who he is. The other candidates, everybody from New York know who those other candidates are. But we didn't know this dude. We didn't know nothing about this guy. We did read a little bit about him before he won. But he's definitely he's more pro LGBTQ. And just like I said earlier, you see him in a gay bar. You see him in a gay bar.
Yeah, right. So, and he's not all about the African family.
He's not about the black. He's not about the black man, black woman. Child.
He's not about the African family, the black man and the black woman together with the children. He's not about that.
But he was raised in Uganda, and then they moved to South Africa, and then he went to New York City, and then he got into the hip hop thing. Now hip hop is definitely anti-homosexual. We already know that. It's definitely anti-homosexual. So he should know the rule of hip hop. But a lot of the times people just get into it because it just makes them look cool and then he went from that to a DJ, went from rapper to DJ. So he claimed that he's a big hip hop head. So everything comes from African people, globally. So it just pissed me off where that his preference is to LGBTQ and all that stuff, man. It's just nonsense. And the funny thing about this man is a Muslim. He's a Muslim. And Muslims supposed to be, they don't play that. They're supposed to be against those things. Christianity, if you claim you're a Christian, you're supposed to be against homosexuality. You can't, there's a reason why I respect people like Donald Trump.
Okay.
You can't respect, that's when you got to respect people like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a Christian. Bush, you can say what you want about them, but they stand their ground. They let you know, no, I'm not for that homosexual stuff. It's forbidden. They will not, ain't no dude gonna go think that he's a woman and going to, if you notice, I don't see them. I don't see the Transformers nowhere because Donald Trump put a stop to that. You know what I'm saying?
And so, you know what? Yeah, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I'm just saying, like, I despite Bush and Trump or whatever, they didn't play those things because they Christian heads, you know what I'm saying? But then you got these liberals, they cater to these things, you know, they cater to that. Even Barack Obama was brought up Muslim. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you know, I don't understand. Like, you got these people that claim that they come from areas where black people live at, but then they know that black people we don't play those type of things. We very for the most part, you know, we never cater to those type of wickedness like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little disappointed because I think, and I have a funny feeling this mayor is going to really push that more than anything. And then on top of that, then he was talking about, oh, you know, free buses and all that stuff. I have a funny feeling this mayor is going to raise our taxes to pay for all this free transportation. You know, that's going to come out of taxes. Then he claimed that he's going to get the people who's making all this, the billionaires, to pay for. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You know? So this guy's only 35 years old. No one knows who he is. No one knows who he is. We don't know, you know, how he's going to do it. His pockets is not deep like that. You know what I'm saying? No one know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So how a 35-year-old dude is going to like pull this off? You know what I'm saying? So I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's gonna be more crime. He won't be able to handle it. I think he's gonna be a one-term mayor. I really think so. All right, I'll rest my mic on that.
I don't know what's. There's a lot of things on my mind that is disappointing of our people. As an older person, right? We supposed to set the tone of live righteousness, right? 12 L's. Stay right there. I want you to come up. I'm gonna put the link in the chat because I want you to come up. But let me get this out. This the same man was raised in apartheid in South Africa. He gained citizenship under the rulership right? I'm just saying that despite how some of y'all feel about each other, there's going to be emotions. I want you to listen to me because Brother Garnali would know me. Sister Sheila know me. And 12 Bells had known me. I always advocate for African families. The black man and the black woman stick together, no matter what. And that's never going to change. He come from the origin of enslaved Africans. India had enslaved Africans. They even have, they have land in Africa, like them other countries. These are facts. Yeah, you're right, Eagle fan. Yeah, and so we're not playing this nonsense today that you don't like. people, or you going for? That's why I'm handpick people to come up here. Nah, I don't want it. No. Yeah, she need to run, but they ain't gonna vote for her. Cause you know why? She'll besides you because she gonna advocate for African families, and they not all about that. It has proven time and time and time again. Now, even there's gonna be people that feel that hey, what about us as the rest of it? I respect human beings, but I want you to understand what I come from. The politics has never been on the side of African descent.
Fact.
Never.
Right.
They never have, and they never will. And so that's why I'm handpicked people tonight to come to the panel, because I do not want to hear no nonsense of our people. I don't want to hear none of that. There is an oppressor that they got them in. And I'm gonna say this to you: I could blame old people all I want to. I could do that. Yeah, they should let it happen. But I'm saying to you, your young people, you need to do your history. And the elders, we need to step up and give them the history. If they don't want to hear it, that's hell with them.
That's right.
I'm at that level right now. I'm at that level right now. See, the problem is some of us do not want to go back to history. Some of us want to feel when we want to feel. No. It has proof. Nobody can never tell me I don't love the black woman. Even sometimes the black woman treat me like garbage. But it doesn't mean I have to be around them. But I stand firm. I'm with the black woman. I still advocate for African families.
Same here.
That's never going to change. Now, when I talk about the behavior, yes. Do we need to change our tax behavior? Yes. If they don't want to follow within the African family, I would say go to the corner. Yes. That was I'm still going to fall on that. But other than that, I'm with the African family. And what happened in New York, it's like this. Now, Sister Sheila saying that she thought Andrew Cuomo going to win. Everybody thought Andrew Cuomo going to win. But
that's what I thought too. That's what I thought too.
That's what I thought so too.
Because everybody know Cuomo and Curtis, the guy from the Guardian Angels. We know them. You know what I'm saying? We knew them from years.
I was like Curtis, but Cuomo, he part of New York politics. A family part of New York politics for decades. These are facts, family. We're not saying, oh, he's for the African family. I'm talking about New York politics. New York politics always find a way to keep their own. But now you let an outsider come in, you let some people whisper in your ear and talking about, oh, this, that, this, and that.
But it's like another Barack Obama, man.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. I didn't even cut you off.
No, that's all right. The Eagle fan, you've been great points. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He white. Talking about it, he knows. So this is what I'm saying. He don't care about New York. He care about LGBT. He talking about filling an office.
That's right.
These are facts. Go to Wikipedia. Go read for yourself.
East Indian Muslim. Ain't that something?
Yes. East Indian Muslim. You know East Indians never have respect of African people.
They sure don't.
These are facts. Look it up in history. But
all you gotta do is read
the
about.
other read don't know what I'm talking about. I
All
don't
they
know what
read
I'm
about.
talking about, bro.
All they gotta do is read about Gandhi. Read his journals. Read his journals.
Angie, baby. Welcome, Brother Tom. But this what I'm saying. She agreeing. This what I'm saying. What happened to African family? Now, sister, she is a sisterhood. Now, I could vouch for her because she's been in politics for a long time. She always fight for the African family, especially the black man.
That's what's
Sister
up.
Sheila right there for years.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Gandhi was a racist. Yes. Exactly.
Gandhi was a big racist.
So that's what I'm saying. You even got some people still vouch for this person, still vouch for this man. And he's not all of our African families.
And there's black people fighting for him. That's what hurts me.
Yeah. So I'm see this now we gotta ask a brother. Listen, and I'm gonna let you know right now. Come back Tuesday. It's gonna be woohoo. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm just giving you a preview.
I hear that.
Tuesday. But I'm going ham on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're all emotional, this is not the place to go.
That's right.
Because I'm going ham. My brother, we going ham. We going ham Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
All of our African families, he using hip hop to his favor.
Mm-hmm. And hip hop is anti-homosexual, anti-homo.
Yes.
We are.
But why you didn't stay with hip hop?
And he lived. And funny thing about it, he lived in Uganda, right? But ain't Uganda got an anti-homosexual law out there? Mm. On top of that, he's a Muslim. But you're going to, but you're performing in a gay bar.
And so we say he left Uganda. So it's safe to say maybe the guy that had kicked him out.
Because he went to South Africa after that.
Right.
And then he went to New York.
New York, right. So Prince, he's not New York born. He's not America born.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But Eagle fan, they always do that. So that means you. So this is what I'm saying. You went to a gay bar, but you're married, right? Marriage is sex. Now, brother. Now, if it ain't none of my business, ain't none of my. How long you been happily married with your queen?
Man, it's been from now to 2008. How long was that? Do the math on that, man. I'm not good with
2008, 2018. That's 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. Got it. Yeah. No, it's more than 10 years.
More than 10 years. So 2008. You got married 2008 to 2018. That's 10. Right?
2018. I'm talking about now. 2025.
No, I'm counting from 2018.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's 18. Yeah, that's 10.
That's 10.
Yeah.
So then you add 5. That's
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 years.
Okay. He married 23 queen, right? Now let me ask you a question, right? Now the same thing of marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, tell me right, because I was married for almost 10 years. So I'm just putting the question out there. Right, Kelly Ray, how you doing?
So it's 18 years, right?
18 years. Oh, we're going around
20. Okay, let's leave it 18.
but let me ask you a question. So, but as to sickness to health, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, okay, we got that. Well, I'm gonna get to the point. So that means, right? You procreate with the opposite of sex, right?
Facts.
Not no another man with a man, not no another woman with a woman, but the opposite of sex between a man and a woman. Am I correct?
Correct. Yes. Yes. You're absolutely
So,
right.
but see, right? That's beautiful, right? Thank you, sister. Give a clap. Matter of fact, I never go to read. You know, I ain't used this in a while and everything. I ain't, you know, sister. I ain't get
I like that.
I'll use TikTok. TikTok sounds better. So you know. But the brother, but King had mentioned he went to a gay club, right?
And it's on YouTube. So I don't want to say I'm lying. So people think I'm lying. Those who support him, you can look on YouTube. He's on YouTube in the gay bar. Go ahead, brother.
So, right. Okay. Thanks for claiming that. So in Quran, right? That's anti-homosexual, right?
You're absolutely right. That's right.
He's supposed to be married, right? With kids.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to not to be part of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then. So that means that he's a booty bandit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He went to the gay bar. You don't go to the gay bar when you're married.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Man or woman,
not even if you want to get votes, you don't go there.
Think about that, sis. But I'm just saying. But he went to a gay bar, right?
Sure did.
Well, we can see. Now we're gonna get to the Democrat Party, right? But y'all anti-African families. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm.
And Republicans too, but we're gonna stick Democrat for a few seconds, few minutes. Yeah, yes, you are, because you got former president saying that a heterosexual little boy could learn from a little gay boy. Am I correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what he meant, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They pushed that hard.
That brought out the LGBT. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
So he was never about African families either.
Mm-mm. Even if he lived in a black continent or country, he was never for it.
Eagle fan, you say Democrat always been anti-black long. No, that's not true. Both of them have.
Yep.
Both of them have. Because let's keep it a bucket. When the black massacres was happening like hundreds of years ago, you know who was the head of the government back then was Republicans. Do your history. Do your history.
Lincoln was the biggest racist. He was Republican.
There you go. He's Republican. Look what he did.
If you read Abraham Lincoln, he said, "If I can free the Union without freeing the slaves, I would do it. If I could free the Union without freeing the slaves, he would do it." It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Now I'm saying he was a gay boy, but then the Muslim, you put not. But see,
you don't supposed to do that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, let me read this. The brother Tom said we even had President Obama on his White Pocket show tell American people that young boys need two fathers, and Father's Day can't even get to see their children without pushback.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
And then, but people said Castro was a racist. How Castro was a racist? Oh, brother, should I teach now?
All right. You got the floor, brother.
Castro was no racist. He was all about Africa. You know how many African nations that he helped build? Going the late 50s, mid 50s, going to the 60s. You know why he throw out the white Cubans?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
Tell him.
why?
When Batista was
Because
running.
it was anti Africa.
That's right.
Do
They had
your
that.
history. The police of the Patrice Lumumba, the one he got, he trying to, I forgot what country he was, but he got assassinated in the early 60s.
They got a picture with Malcolm X and Castro together. You could Google that. They got a nice photo of them together.
Give me a break with that. Everybody say he no racist. I know what you're saying.
Mm. Yeah.
And let me say that the ones who not part of the African family, I'm talking about the rest of the human family. You got he letting you know what he stands for. Now, if you say that you're a Christian and you study the Bible that you should, and then you let the scriptures manifest it in you, right? Then he ain't part of that.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to understand that. Patriotic, they ain't patriotic. Well, America ain't patriotic anyway. I don't know why the hell I'm talking about anyway. Skip what I'm saying. Y'all ain't patriotic anyway. You're not patriotic anyway. Y'all about money. He talking about at one time defunded the NYPD, but he had to go back on it
Yep.
because they put pressure on it. And he talked about New York City Transit going to run for free. Do you know what hazard it will cause for other transportations that come into the city? How much billions of dollars that they pour in New York?
Mm-hmm.
But some of the young ones and some of your old ones, y'all think it's cool? We
But
need
what?
that, huh?
But here's my question: where was? Can anybody tell me any success stories that this man did to prove that he's the right candidate? Because when you apply for a job, right? And one of the interviews, you get interviews. One of the interviews would say, "Well, tell us a success story that you did, and that you accomplished, or whatever." And that's how they would determine you getting a job. What was his success stories? There was none.
Hey, Latrice, how you doing? Welcome, sis. How you doing? Always pleasure to see you again. I want you to go check her channel. She got very excellent. Go to check out 12 Vows. Go check out sister. These sisters is doing a thing. They all about in their own way. They all about the African family, and
Right.
these are the ones we gotta protect.
That's right. That's right.
They not anti-African.
Mm-mm.
We gotta protect these. They all about the black man being together. They all about the black woman being together. They all about the
Mm-hmm.
family being together. Even though some black men treat them like shit, and we gotta call that, but they always want the black man to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
The black woman to succeed, and the child learn from both of them also to succeed as a unit.
Right. That's right.
That person, they young people, y'all don't know what you're doing. Because you know what? I had to see y'all anti-African family.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to get dealt with.
That's right.
No
That's
more
right.
training. No more training. I'm done training. I'm done training. I'm done. Y'all don't even want to listen to the ones that come before you and tell you what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I could do whatever I want. No, I'm tired. You listen to these old folks and stuff. Well, you need to listen to them because they've been around. I'm not saying all of them is good. I'm not saying handpicker, but the ones I hear, you better listen to them because you don't know. Sister Michelle tonight, thanks for showing up. Thank you so much. Welcome. I believe she lives in New York too. It's doggone shame. You voted a booty. You voted a booty lover. Indian booty.
Ah,
You're voting a Skittles fake rainbow Indian booty lover.
oh shit! That's
A sweet Skittle boy. A softy Starbucks boy. A racist little duck boy. Boo. Remember the apartheid South Africa got a citizenship.
Mm.
So that means he took on of apartheid fundamental right policy. India, we know what India feel about us. We know about that. And take it to America. And then he know his studies in college, Americana.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a break. I never thought a person take an Americana is a booty boy. He's a sweet, soft baby boy. He's the part of the same man like a tappy boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we got right now. That's what we're saying right now. And then he got the nerve to talk about salute to you. I ain't see you in a while. Thanks for coming. Again. And then then he gonna preach about God.
Yeah, that's what got. Yeah, that's what a Muslim that preach about Allah and all that. But wow, but performing at a gay bar and trying to get votes from gay folks and.
But you're trying to assassinate Eric Adams.
Mm.
Eric Adams been in the gay bar.
Mm-mm.
Now let's keep
Nope.
it facts here. I'm not saying
Nope.
I'm an Eric Adams fan. I'm not saying it. We just got to keep it a buck. And Democrats, you mad because he said we can't take no more immigrants. We got to make sure the people in New York get.
Yep. He did say that.
Hey, I never thought that people talk about God and you like back shots, you like dead in streets. Do you want me to explain dead in the streets? Dead in the street with another man dead in street. Brown, dead in street. That's who we at right now. They like the lone ones. That's who we at.
He damn sure like the cucumber. I'll tell you that.
Hey, look. I'm trying to think about it. Have a second look at my cucumber right now. I'm like, look.
Oh man, hey, cucumber. Oh shit. Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, I can't. I look at Skittles. I can't Skittles. I like Starburst. I like Starburst. I might we grew up a Starburst, but I'm like, nah, I can't look. Why you messing it up, man? Yes, the government's a joke too. You racist. You racist. So then you got the women. You like the licky. Y'all like to drink. Y'all like to drink each other water flows. Y'all like the LGBT rainbow. Choir minds wants to know. Hey, look. Listen. People can say all they want to. The truth is the truth. You stop saying that you Christians, but you like the same sex.
That's right.
You cannot preach about you cannot preach about procreation of human families between man and woman. You can't preach about that.
That's right.
If you say you're a Christian. No, they don't care about black. You're right. They don't care about blacks.
And they just don't care about family, period.
They don't care about
family.
Know
what I'm saying? They don't care about family. You know what I'm saying? So, I always, like I said, you and I, we always, praise the Trinity, the black man, black woman, and child.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? So, it's like when they don't, you would think these politicians would say that more. The family.
Let me ask you a question. You global, right? You know stuff global, right? About certain people, certain nationalities. Let me ask you a question. I heard when an Indian grows up, right? Instead of he has sex with a woman, right? To be a virgin, still virgin. I heard that they have sex with a donkey.
I never heard that.
I heard it.
I won't put none past them because their history, like their culture is really disgusting. Like I don't really they worship like those Indians, they worship cows and stuff, and those cows be all skinny. India, like certain places in India, they live. I mean, it's a how you say it? It's all slum. It's a what do you call it? It's a shithole. You know what I'm saying? If you really look at you look at India, they got garbage everywhere.
You did, Brother Jesse? I know it can't be me. Okay. And that Arabs and some Hispanics. Yeah.
They got garbage in the water and all that stuff. I mean, you can it's all on YouTube, man. I mean, they just very nasty people.
I'm gonna look it up, bro. I think because Brother Jesse said he heard the same thing too, and I'm just saying I'm gonna look it up. And I'm saying if I'm right, and me and Jesse right,
I won't put it on past them. They do all types of sick shit over there.
That you know what? That means you violate animals.
Yeah, you raping them.
They rights.
You raping them. It's rape. It's rape. I don't care what nobody says. Rape.
You say, well, yes, the animals will.
stop. Oh shit, you stupid.
He's my guy.
Stop. Oh my God. You stupid. I won't be surprised that man did that shit. No, I wouldn't be surprised he was doing that shit. I wish I could interview his ass. I was like, yo. Ah, oh man.
It's true that there are some nationalities do have sex with animals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's part of their culture. Yeah.
Part of some of their culture. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
That's barbaric and that's demonic.
Mm-hmm.
Doggone it.
It's insane, yeah. And Muslims, they're known. Muslims known of pedophilia too. Look at we heard stories about Prophet Muhammad had slept with 9-year-old girls and all that shit. Elijah Muhammad.
This was not long ago.
Yeah, Elijah Muhammad was sleeping with young 16-year-olds, 16-year-old young secretaries. And let me say this. That came from his son. Told Malcolm. Malcolm didn't just say that. He said his son was saying that's what he was doing.
Thanks for coming, sis. How you doing? Thanks for coming. That's for coming. Shout out to Miss Malie. Now people say, why are you the Miss Malie? I did a chopper with her almost 3 years ago. Fire. Shout out to Miss Malie. Shout out to Miss Malie. Yeah, Yeah, how Uncle Mace doing? I'm trying to get on Mace a few times. I couldn't get on, but it's all right. So shout out to my brother Mace. Shout out to brother Mace. But oh yeah, I got Mother Mace is from New York too. I gotta reach out to him. Maybe we can get man. Let me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Mace from New York. Yeah, OG. Yeah. OG. Yeah. Yeah. This is a bad stain of New York State, not just New York City, New York State, and it's a bad stain for the Democratic Party. Now, let me tell y'all something. And we one thing about Republicans. They don't go hard in this thing. Yeah, Dubai, 12 hours you want to come, you come, man. You want you come up, man. You come a few minutes, man. Dubai don't have, no, they don't. But these are the same people first enslave us. The Arab first enslaved us.
Yeah, sure did. And the longest slavery too. Almost lasted for 1,000 years.
Yeah. Still enslave our people right now?
Yeah, facts. I can't believe your
the link is right there, sister. It's right there. It's in the chat. Sister, try the link. You probably can get up here. I know that you had problems before. You never know. You probably hit the link, probably get up here. Never know. Yeah. It is. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to hear from me. Beside me and you, they don't want to hear from us, bro.
The truth hurts, man. That's what it is.
Know your history.
The truth hurts, man. That's what it is, man.
Hello?
It should be 12.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, 12.
You don't got too much in the background, right? Y'all hear me good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, good, good. So yeah, salute Hotep. You know, we gotta have our own black agenda. You know, because people don't care. Democratic Party don't care.
Nope.
No. So 12
The black
L's,
people also leaving. I'm listening.
12 L's, we got a booty bandit. The
We got a Democratic pick.
anti-African family.
So how you feel about the mayor
And
winning?
you
Yeah.
know,
12?
the guy that he took a picture with, that they said he was a co-conspirator for 9/11. You know, none of them are down with that gay stuff. But see, they said there's a thing in their rules in the Quran that they can pretend to get what they want. So they're like trying to say that Allah or whatever is gonna bless him for this act that he's doing, because ultimately when he's in position, he's gonna do the right thing.
Mhm.
What?
hmm They was talking about that, just like I was saying.
I mean, did you
You
read
know,
that in
he's
the
a
Quran?
Muslim.
Did
No,
you
I don't
did you
got
read
nothing to
it?
do with the Quran.
No,
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 I
no,
don't
no.
got
I'm
nothing to
I'm,
do.
I'm asking you. Did you read it?
No, I didn't. I
Um.
know. I know that the Muslims. I know they don't go. They don't go around in Christian churches on the pulpit. You see, he was going to the pulpit. He's a Muslim.
Yeah, I thought.
You
Yeah,
you know
Muslims. That. Yeah.
um
Go ahead, bro. I'm
um
sorry.
Islam, he brings people to the mosque. If you want to have a meeting with him, you're gonna have to go to the mosque. He has his meeting in the mosque. You see how Yusuf Salam, he don't play that gay stuff either. And Mandami all hooked up with him. It's crazy. And then when he went to apologize,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she probably still outside. She's frozen.
It's not
She's
it's
frozen.
not it's not it's not a good look for New York politics, man.
No, it's not.
It's not. Talking about the late great Malcolm X got bamboozled.
Hmm.
So she come back. This is worse.
It's bad. It's really bad, man.
Real bad. Spirituality, culture, it's bad.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying is this, that this man going contrary what the Bible, what God says in the Bible and his disciples. And then you talk about the Holy Quran. You not upholding with the Holy Quran. But what's the difference? A lot of them don't uphold with the Quran anyway.
That's right. They don't.
I'm
So
going
Mm-mm.
on his way. Okay, I will, Rand. Thank you. Have a good night. You too. Good night. Okay, happy holidays. You too.
She's in her apartment now, like in a building. I hear that echo.
yeah, so you gotta take the other one out on 12 hours.
I got two in here.
You got
Yep.
two.
Oh my goodness.
There
Okay.
you
Okay,
go.
hold on. Am I good now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the mobile had went off. That's so crazy. I don't know why. No, but you were saying underrated, that you have a question for me. What you got wanted to ask me?
Me and brother got that one. How do you feel that I, I can't even call him mayor because what? I don't care. You got a booty band of a new man. We got a booty band in New York.
I'm interested to see how things going to turn out because I don't think anything he promised is going to come to pass.
I don't think so either.
I just think he wanted to get in that position. He already got people he want to put. He said he gonna put all women. It's crazy. You see that? They said he gonna put all women in the positions. They had an article today. It's so stupid.
On the work. You know what that's gonna be? Listen, I'm not. Because there are some women. Let me say, there are some women. I'm talking about some. There are some women who rather see men in politics. So what you gonna say then? Yeah, I heard he won by the landslide. I mean, oh my god, man, this.
I don't get. I don't know. I don't.
People really didn't like Cuomo. I still can't believe that Eric Adams got 2,000 votes. So you telling me that people didn't realize he wasn't running? I didn't like none of it. It's like the Democrats had three ways to get votes. Like they said communists want one party. They don't want you to have two parties. So for them to even ask on the Republican side for Saliva to drop off, all suspect to me. All of it was crazy. The whole thing was weird.
You see, and this is a New York that people understand. Whoever becomes a mayor in the past always been an established politician that season, especially knows New York.
Yep.
Now, despite how you feel about Cuomo and stuff, he's a seasonal politician. Just as he moved up the ranks, a lot of people feel understand. I get it, but also you got Eric Adams. Now, so this is what I'm saying. Y'all saying that he's better than Eric Adams.
No, Eric Adams dropped out.
I understand that, but
Yeah,
the point
they
I'm trying to
made
make,
him drop out.
right? He made him dropped out.
They made him drop out. They made him.
They made him dropped out. So y'all saying so? You'll see again. The Democrat Party, y'all don't care about African families.
No.
Y'all don't want the black man and the black woman. You never heard of Eric Adams did anything. He married with kids. We showed him he been around the community. You never seen nothing bad about his family. He happily married. You never hear him go to gay thing what brother got with Keen Hollywood talking about.
But that's why he got into trouble because he went over to ask for Trump help, and he lost all credibility with them for that.
So what was he supposed to do?
They considered him a traitor. They considered him a traitor.
He's supposed to do. Because Biden was still sending immigrants to the city, and he told them don't send them because what about the people in New York?
And they got mad with him for that because they were like, oh my God, he talked against Biden. He talked right against Biden openly, and they was mad with him. Like you can't say when somebody's wrong. He called them out.
Democrats always been anti-black. Yes, you're right, brother Prince. I'm just saying that for me, like I'm at like this that either party, and I know people gonna get mad, and I don't care y'all get mad at me. Well, look what Republicans is doing too.
But having that party, that Gatsby party, and he building the ballroom, it's all wild and ridiculous. That's crazy. It's crazy nonsense going on. It's nonsense going on. I don't understand it. Somebody got a party. They said somebody got a party. Outrageous.
Just as right. You got people. Now we could talk. We're going to talk a little about the government shutdown, right? You got some people saying it's good to have government shutdown, but what about the ones that really need? What about them?
They don't care.
That really needs it, that do things the right way, but still really needs it. I understand the ones that abuse it. I'm not talking about. I'm saying, but what about the ones that really need it? Why we don't talk about them? But check it out though, right? But y'all the same ones elected of a booty bandit. Skittles, brown boy. Brown
He's
little
the male
racist
version.
boy.
He's the male version of Kamala. Since they couldn't get
Yep.
Kamala in, they went and got him because this guy is identified as an Asian American. They're not
Mm-hmm.
identifying him as African or anything. He is Asian. They said he's Asian.
Asian.
That's how they claim it up.
You know what?
Well, yeah, because India is in Asia.
Clap for 12. Andrew number was close. And this is the thing about this, that he anti if you think about it, right? Let's go one thing better. He's he's anti-family, period.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say I wouldn't stop at that the Democrats are anti-black. I would say that they are anti-American. They have lost all parts of being in support of America. They have
You
decided
know,
that America
yeah, you can say
is
that.
at fault. They said that they at fault and they want to right the wrongs. They want to get all the immigrants in here and their rights because they said we got army bases and stuff. We're doing test runs in people's countries. We're destroying their land. And if you really listen to a lot of them on their platforms, they're anti-American. They're anti-American.
But let me say this though, go more on your point. I know that we could talk about Democrats all night, then, but you play right into Republican hands now. Republican is wicked too. You know what they can say? Look, y'all voted. Look what happened. Don't think Republicans ain't listening right now to us. They taking our points and using. But y'all Republicans, y'all ain't no good either. Let me say that. And I know there are some of our people don't like when I say that. If you don't like it, I don't care. I don't care how you feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, both of them has never want the African family together anyway. Especially the black man and the family. So let's say that. And I know there are gonna be some brothers that was raised by women, and they ain't gonna disagree with what I said, but it's fine. You can disagree, but these are facts. Because you know why? Because I see it out of my family and other families. So I'm not letting Republicans off the hook. This one either. No, I'm not. But get back to the Democrats. Hey, they gonna say, hey, you for the LGBT, right? We can't get mad. Republicans saying it right. Listen, they say he Christian, but he went to a gay club. He said that he Christian. You think he Christian? Now, we don't like how they go about it. But at the end of the day, we have to what can we say about it? But at the same time, y'all Republicans, y'all sneaky too. In your own way too. Hey, the Seneca one, thanks for showing up. Thank you. So this is what I'm saying is that This
Hey, the Center
America,
for one.
you know, this America never been for the African family. Period. They always had. They always, you know. Both party working the same. They told oh Mega because Mega is red. No, Mega blue too. Oh fuck the man. You government shut down, then you got this.
Mm-hmm. It's one thing after another, man.
But we know that America is not for the black family because we have not been able to pass legislation to identify the KKK as a domestic terrorist group.
Mm-hmm.
And they
But
have
and
not
other militia
arrested
group.
any KKKs. And they have destroyed our neighborhoods, killed our people. It's on film. It's clearly on record. We still have people getting hung, and they do not identify them as a domestic terrorist group. They do not identify us as a protected class.
Mm-hmm.
They let the Jews, they let the Asians, they let them get protected class, but they don't let us. When our communities have been destroyed, and we don't fight for that, I don't understand it. So you know it's not for us because when we get black people in position, they will not push forward with that legislation.
They don't.
Now,
Nope.
before we continue, right? You heard what 12 vows say, right? 12 vows is capping. 12 vows, I know what she's talking about. She a mother of a son. She been in the streets to fight for us for years. You better listen to her. She knows what she's talking about. How dare you, 12 vows, to go listen to these men right here? How dare you? You're supposed to be on our side. Supposedly we anti-African. We like to be around feminists. We like to be around booty holes. They like to slide on. Y'all like water flow. And I ain't talking about coming from a mountain either. I ain't talking about all the way down to the mountains. I'm talking about that. We don't stop. No, we ain't talking about that song. That song ain't talking about something else. I'm talking about homosexuality. I did a lot. I did a chopper with my brother Shane Go. Shout out to brother Shane Go. Young brother, beautiful brother. I gotta reach out to him. Cause he reached out to me about a month ago. I gotta reach out to him. Do y'all know that it been hundreds of different around the world, hundreds of different homosexual flags formed every day?
Yep.
Globally.
But you can't even work in some environments without taking a class on how to use the pronouns properly. I mean, it's a whole class you must take and pass and on your onboarding. I mean, and that's even something they made the kids do for summer youth. You had to take the class because that is serious discrimination to misgender a person or don't use their pronouns. It's outrageous. And I
Over a
think that
sexual
training is
choice?
it's amazing. I think
That's
that
crazy.
training is on
That's a
YouTube, but
sexual, that's a
you can't.
choice.
They won't even let you get the job if you don't pass that. You got to pass that.
But that's a choice, right?
I think so. It's a
That's a
choice,
choice. Yeah, it's a choice, right?
but it's mandated. See, they're
So
giving
part
them
of
more rights than
legislation.
they give us.
So part of legislation now is a choice, right? That's what we at right now. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. So part of this is a sexual choice. That's part of that's the truth now. That's part of legislation now.
That's part of legislation. You won't get a job at some places if you don't pass that. And they made the summer youth students do that.
Anti-families.
They don't care. That's true. That's true. Underrated.
I would say this for us as a people. And I'm gonna be very, and I want 12 vowels. I want people in the chat to say something after I'm saying. And I'm talking throughout humanity too, but we're gonna stick to our people. Anybody that exercise heterosexual, we on our own. That means we gotta phone our business. You gotta make sure that it's family oriented. I'm telling you, string yards cost too much for me, sis. That's why I haven't got string yards. I don't have money like that. See, they go down to a certain price, then I'll be back. It's real sad. It really is, because it's going to be discrimination now. It's the law. So that means they could come and try to violate you whatever they can.
And that's how you know they're anti-black, because they won't make a law against a person shooting an unarmed black man. They've been killing unarmed. You know what I'm saying? Unarmed. There is no weapon. How is this person not getting first degree murder? It was premeditated. Don't tell me they need the second degree. You see that one with the woman who got shot because the guy said he was threatened because she said by the blood of Jesus, and they wouldn't give him first degree. They let the jury put it to second degree. That don't make no sense. He killed that woman because he wanted to kill her.
But this is the thing about it. I think there are certain things. I think there are certain things that it should not be up to the. It should be up to the people to try, because they're not following the law either. Some of them don't want to act in a certain way. They say, that's it. I want to get home.
I think some of those laws, like when they have classes about this, this gender thing. We already know there's only two genders. But I think some of this stuff is really against us, because most of our people is not really for that dumb stuff. And, white people is always making up the rules and saying that's, and trying to confuse us, and because they want us to slip so they can say, well, see, you're homophobic. But a lot of these people are not only, well, I won't even say that, but a lot of these people are heterophobia. There's a lot of heterophobia going on that people don't talk about. Because when you attack a hetero person and say that, because they misgendered, or they're not going to agree with with this silly narrative about, a man could be a woman and all this other nonsense, and just their behavior, all of a sudden, they can you won't get a job, or it's another form of racism. And these are tricks that they use against us. So, there's a lot of heterophobia, and the heterophobia equals to the black family. But yeah, we starting to see that now, and a lot of these people are white folks that's making up. You know, they try to make things. They try to make insanity normal, and that's what we're witnessing now. You know, they trying
And
to
that's
make
why we gotta
insanity.
always give them pushback.
Right.
We got to. Because I see that on a lot of the dating shows. They try to take away the black man's preference or anybody's preference because they'll say, well, this man identifies as a woman and you shouldn't not date him because he's a man, he was born a man. They trying to take away their preference. It's a well, that's not my preference. They don't want you to have preference because they don't want you to exercise your right to say I'm not interested, and then they try to change it, and make it that you are
Hateful.
homophobic when
Yeah, you're a hateful person.
you don't have a preference for that. I don't have a You
Right.
don't have a preference for having a man for having a female with breasts and a penis. That is your preference. You said, well, I don't prefer that type of woman. Trans women are not my preference. But I don't know if that's how you have to say it. But they try to take away your choice and your preference, but they want to have choice for everything. You see how
Right.
that doesn't make sense?
Right. They're making your choice and preference wicked and evil or
Yeah.
hateful, where their choices it's understandable and people cater it to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's a Jedi mind trick. It's a
Yes.
Jedi mind trick.
And it's something we always got to push back from, because when they had a whole thing about this white boy who the kids was wearing rainbow shirts. So he had a shirt made for I love the opposite sex. And they was like, oh, you got to take that shirt off. And they sent him to the principal's office. And he said,
Mm.
why can't they wear a rainbow shirt and I can't wear this? He said, all the shirt said, he's not saying it. The shirt said, I prefer the opposite sex. That's all it said. And he had to
Hmm.
go to court. They was trying to suspend him for that.
I can't believe that. Wow.
He had to go to court. That's on you can
Wow.
look up on YouTube. That was a white boy did that. A white boy. He just came to school with a t-shirt, since they wearing the rainbow shirts. He came to school with a t-shirt that says, I prefer the opposite sex. And he had to go to court because they was trying to say he can't go to school with that.
Mm, mm, mm.
And that's why I don't fight about DEI, because DEI includes all of that. They want to play games. Okay, so you get upset saying that I don't like how you're demanding that all staff wear rainbow shirts. I don't want to wear that. But you want everybody to wear Black Lives Matter shirts. I mean, what is going on here? So then they said, okay, well, we won't do any of that. We won't do anything. We won't do any kind of holiday. And I'm like, they said, oh, we're not gonna do Black History Month. We're not gonna do Father's Day. We're not gonna do Mother. And I'm like, whatever, because they're doing the most. That's your
Mm.
revenue being cut. It's not ours. We
Yeah.
still have a job.
You know
So I said,
what?
I let it go.
But you know what though? We gotta talk about these unions that our people are in. That it's okay to just go on too. We gotta talk about that because there are some of our people that in these unions think it's okay to bring up African families. They don't fight for that, but some of y'all fight for. Y'all don't fight for racism. Y'all don't fight against racism. You don't fight for feminism and all this going on with all of us. I mean, us in the chat and even on the panel talk about. So for me, I see it for what it is. Y'all anti African family too.
Mm.
We
Yeah.
got to call it as it is. They are. Brother, you see it. 12 hours, you see other people see it. These people also is anti-African family.
Yeah, I see it because I had went to the men's auxiliary of the agency I was with to talk about men's Father's Day, and I had did a proposal for the men to go to BBQs in honor of Father's Day,
Right.
and they was acting like, oh, we can't do that. A tie is enough. And I said, but why can the mothers have like go to a hall or whatever, and the men can't, right? I was like, what's going on? Because I'm talking to the men. If the men don't agree, I'm not gonna fight it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do is present a proposal to the leadership, and if they don't agree, I'm not gonna stress it. But they was like, oh, the men are comfortable with a tie. That's all they need. And I just thought that was interesting because they'll follow, like how you said to me before, underrated. You said that the masculinity is for sale. They do not want to get an uproar from these women who don't want to do it. So instead of even try, they'll already assume that it's going to be backlash that they don't want to deal with. So they're like, "Oh, a tie is enough. A tie is enough." I thought that was crazy.
Who
I was
said this?
like, "What is the problem?"
12 rounds. Who said this?
The president of the men's auxiliary.
Wow.
He was like, no, the tie is enough. The men is fine with the tie. He didn't want, because he don't want no problems. Because
You
I
know
was saying
why?
that
Because
why?
his masculinity was already compromised.
That's what. Yes, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I see that. I see it. They don't want it. They don't want no backlash. Because a lot of the women do give backlash. Because they'll say, I'm the mother and the father. Okay,
Yeah.
so what about the men that's the mother and the father? They get all crazy. And no, first of all, you're not at the meeting. So why is there a problem now when it comes to acknowledging and giving some kind of a reward? I experienced that when I was working in the school. We wanted to have they had a father's initiative program in the public school, one of the public schools I was working at, and they asked for the men to come to school and have a breakfast. And a lot of the fathers were saying that the staff was giving them a hard time. They didn't even want them to come into the school. They didn't want them to come in. They
Yeah.
said the faculty was giving them a hard time. The faculty, this is the problem. Now this was a program that the state had came, because remember they was doing the fatherhood. Oh, my brother's keepers. They were doing the My Brother's Keepers program under Obama. I thought that was something that was good. Did y'all care about that? Remember we had the my brother's keepers program, and my brother's keepers was do a different initiatives locally, and one of them was the fatherhood program. You know, and the schools, some of the faculty and some of the public schools was giving backlash because a lot of the schools is dominated by women. They're only women there, and they did not appreciate men coming in. I mean, this is crazy. They said for the breakfast it could be the father, the uncle, the brother. They said there's always a man in the kid's life, right? They said there's some man in their life, and they said they can bring them to school for breakfast. And it was a good turnout for a lot of a lot of the schools, but they said they was having, the women was acting up. The faculty, these are staff, and I was like, wow, that's because they're not used to it, and they didn't like it at all. They said a child has some man in their life. They said if it's not the immediate biological father, they got an uncle, they got a nephew, because they said they can bring him for breakfast. I thought it was wonderful, you know. I thought it was wonderful. But do you hear about it anymore? I don't think they continue it
They
because
want
there
to
was a lot of
continue it.
backlash.
They don't want to continue it.
It's hard. It's horrible, because with the women, we always having breakfasts, and all these things. What's the problem?
Welcome, brother JD.
Salute.
That's what I'm saying.
But that was under the initiative with Obama. Y'all remember that? Remember Obama had the Brothers Keeper program? That was a federal program. And they had they was trying to do a lot of good things supporting men. First time fathers, all of those. They had these programs, first time fathers programs. And that stopped under the new administration. Once Obama was out, they didn't really continue my Brother's Keeper program. As far as I know, do y'all know if they still are operating that?
Nope.
I haven't seen it.
Well, you heard.
I heard about it, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I bet you had like Booty Brothers. I bet you had something else. They would love that. I bet you, oh, how you doing? Oh, all rainbow and all that. Man, it's really messed up, man. Nah, man. So, all I'm just saying, the African families under attack, heterosexuals under attack, masculinity under attack, right? Feminists under attack. Work within heterosexual. And we have to understand, we're dealing with people that we keep on saying that they sick, but they know exactly what they're doing. Just understand this. Your day is going to come. Your day is going to come.
Oh, you see that underrated? The sisterhood said that they had an apprenticeship program for bricklayer to train the young men, and then they're gonna be doing welding videos in my area of Harlem.
That's what's up.
They had a plumbers program, right? But nobody was we have a barber. First of all, we got a barbers program called Russ. Nobody, I've been to so many community meetings, nobody talks about it. They have a whole unit. They have a commercial unit in Harlem. And I have not been to no meetings where they present, right? Then we had this we have a program for plumbers. I mean, who's doing the outreach? It's really crazy. And that's why the programs don't get refunded, because they don't have attendance. How are they going to have attendance if they don't do outreach? You know, it's just crazy to me. It's not even, I don't even see it in writing somewhere. I mean, they could put a flyer. I mean, I don't see it. It's not circulating. You know, it's just weird. And I think it's all by design. I think they just don't want the kids to. It's something crazy. I just don't understand it. Because why you was able to get the funding, but then you don't have the people?
Okay.
This is the problem.
Yo, shout out to Brother God now. Well, thanks for coming, brother. I know you got to get up and go.
Salute, God, yes.
So, you know, they don't want to. Trevor, you said it. They don't want them. But, you know, I'm just saying, of any man or any woman that accept this, y'all know good. Stay in the corner. Don't come over here. Your day is going to come. That's what's up. That's what's up, sis. That's what's up. You know, so you heard it from Brother God Nollywood, live in New York. Also, you heard from Sister 12 Vows, live in New York. Sister Sheila, born and raised in New York. Y'all don't want to listen to them? Something wrong with y'all? Y'all voted a mayor in that is anti-family, anti-African family. going to disrupt the New York economy. And anything that comes into New York State, he gonna mess up. Not. And also, we gotta think about this. Toronto, in his own way, gonna disrupt the union, the unions.
Well, let's go. Wait. Let's go back to the EBT thing, right? So most of the families in the public school was receiving food stamp benefits, and yet the kid was still coming to school hungry. So it was already an issue with the monies that they was receiving not stretching for the whole month because either they don't have good money management skills, or because they're not cooking, the money is spent fast, right? Because a lot of the families, we know that one of the things that they make fun about is women don't cook. So how are they going to sustain not cooking with a budget that they don't they don't have, right? So the kids was coming to school already hungry. That's why we have the free food. That's why we have the free food in the schools, right? Then they was talking about some of these mothers. I'm not trying to talk bad about women. We're talking about some of the things that have been a fact, right? So there have been a lot of mothers that do not cook. So the kids, the small children that do not know how to cook for themselves, were not being fed at night. So it was already an issue of partial starvation and all this kind of nonsense going on, and they still took home economics out of school. Because when I was in middle school, they had taken home economics out, and we still had business. So I went to business class. In my business class, we all had to get a typewriter. That's how back in the days we had a typewriter. And when I was in school, when I was in middle school, we had to get a typewriter. I used to use whiteout. And then as I moved in years, right? Years of moving, I went for a word processor, and we had floppy disks. Come on, that I'm talking about when I was a kid. Okay, underrated.
Yes.
Well, I used to use a typewriter. We had to put the tape in there, and we had to use it. If we made a mistake, we had to take that paper out and start all over again. That's the fact. I remember that. I remember the transition from all of that to computers. And I remember people saying that the computer was the devil. I know Sheila remembers that. People used to think the computer was the devil. And a lot of people was afraid to move on to that technology. I remember that. I was alive during that transition. I was alive then when people was in fear of the computer and didn't want to be bothered. Now look at where we at with tap and go and this stuff on the phone. It's crazy to me. It's amazing.
They,
The
they,
advancement.
they tap and go, all right. You're right. They tap and go.
I'm just saying, when I was in school, I'm talking about middle school. We had to dress up like a little professional. We had to have I had a business attire, and we had to use the typewriter. And I remember getting different color floppy disks as I got older. I used to go to Staples and get the floppy disks in different colors. I used to think that was so much fun. And I had a little floppy disk case. All of that is gone. All of that is over. It's it's amazing to me. It's amazing. It's
Isn't
so
it?
many things going on now that I know I don't know. I don't really use Google whatever, do Google Docs. Like if you're not with a kid, like I would never discourage intergenerational um interactions, because I didn't have to use Google Docs and all of that nonsense when I was in school.
I wasn't either.
So it's different. It's like when you with the kids, that's what I was saying. Like they need they need help, because I was like, how these parents are helping the kids in school. They doing stuff we didn't have to do. It's just interesting to me. It's like, to help the kid, you got to go back to a class, you know?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's messed up in a way. I can't really, I can't, it's like, if you get too deep with it, you gonna give up. So I like it when we just focus on the issue and try to tackle that. You know what I'm saying? Because
And
it gets
that's the
worse
problem.
and worse. We get
Yeah.
to a rabbit hole. It gets worse and worse.
And it goes to show, right, that the household is not running because they want things easy. When you was coming up, you know their structure. Now, as we on artificial intelligence now, what about working towards make a household run right? That's gone because they rely on artificial intelligence, and so the humanity about it is about gone. Is there's no but people don't want to have no human interaction,
And
and so
that's why it's on us, because um you know that a lot of the kids, they got the microwave and they get the hot pockets, right? Well, that's just an example. They get the hot pockets, put the hot pockets in and give to the kid. They're not learning how to use a 5-pound bag of potatoes and make French fries, mashed potatoes.
right.
They're using a microwave. So now we talking about EBT getting shut down, and they go to a pantry. The pantry mainly gives you vegetables. Some people ain't been using a lot of the food. They haven't even been eating no vegetables. So you give them fresh squash. You giving them eggplant. You giving them stuff they don't cook. They don't even know how to cook. It's outrageous to me. Like the way that they try to say they try to it's like a culture shock. These people been doing stuff using the microwave. They're not using the oven. They might not even be using the stove.
Yeah, but you know
And
what I think? Yeah.
they gonna give them fresh produce. It just makes me laugh. The way people
It,
just like turn things.
I mean, when it comes down to it, go more your point, sister 12 vows. I feel it have to be up to us. When we have vegetables, we gotta take these kids and whoever wants show them how to cook. This part of
We have
survival.
to, yes.
You
But
gotta
they're
do it
not doing.
yourself.
They're not learning survival skills. That's what's messed up. They're not learning survival skills. We did because we were still in that time, but
Right.
they're not.
They don't want. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to. So this is the thing that even like um the government shutdown, right? Your parents had to show you survival skills, right? So
Right.
you know how to go around. All right, I'll make sure like me and my son be fed, and also my son, your son knows how to be feed himself because it was so taught and everything. You know how to clean the house. You know how to fix certain things, to bag it up and stuff like that. That's what people say. Hey, what's up with you, man? What you want? I make it do. I make it do the best way I can. That's part of running the household. That's all about surviving. I got little canned goods here and there and everything. People, I don't want to eat leftovers. So what you gonna eat? You don't when you go to the dollar store and get some Ziploc bags. Bag it up and go save for a rainy day.
I remember when I used to go to the store when I was a kid. People used to always be getting like $2 worth of meat. Now when I go to the bodega, ain't nobody getting meat. Remember, do you see that? People used to always go and get slices of meat. I want a pound of ham. I want a pound of
Yeah.
turkey. I don't see people doing that. Do you see people doing that?
Well,
I don't
we
see
used to
people
do
doing
that.
that.
I remember back in the days, right? When you remember, we used to have the butchers in with the stores. You remember that?
Yeah, and we still got some butchers in Harlem. We got like on my block, we still got a meat market, right? But I'm
Like,
saying people don't use they not I don't see them using like in the stores, most of the stores I go to, they don't even have the meat never gets open. I think the meat goes spoiled because nobody asking for slices of meat. They not asking for a pound of meat.
that's what I'm saying,
I guess
right?
'cause them people not making sandwiches. I think they're going to McDonald's or whatever. They're not making sandwiches.
And then you can get that and save money. I remember when my family used to like sometimes they ain't like feel like fixing food. They used to get like $50 gonna be for cold cuts. $10 of salami, slice of everything. $10 of bologna, $10 of spiced ham, $10 of certain stuff. You hear what I'm saying? So in case like they don't feel like eating them, feel like we could make us a sandwich.
I used to make cheese grilled sandwiches and not even like tomato and mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? I would make tomato
Okay,
sandwiches.
sis. Yeah,
These
yeah.
people are not doing it. They're not making no sandwiches. I don't think they're making sandwiches. They're
That's
not
what
making sandwiches.
I understand. That's what I said. People like, hey, oh man, one
They call
time,
it fast food.
I remember when my mother passed it 2000 2000 and 2019. You
Mother,
know what I'm talking about. I went to the store on
I
Cumberland Street
remember.
right off Decal, right? You know that store right there, right? Clubhouse?
Cumberland and DeKalb.
Yeah, that corner store that you walk down to the stairs.
I don't think I know that one because I was off of Myrtle, so I didn't really go to DeKalb.
Okay, well, I went to the store. They say, "Hey, how you doing?" So I'm fine, man. Let me get a hero. Hero? Yeah. Oh man, you know how ain't nobody don't come from heroes. What? Yeah, they even going out. I said, "Well, all right, yeah, man. I got $30, man. Let me get $30. This, and that. Got my brand, right?" I said, "Yeah, give me some them brown, them plastic utensils you got. While I go see my mother, I make me a sandwich." And that's what I did. Got my got my mayonnaise, got my mustard, right? Went in the hot
Sounds
book
delicious.
and make my sandwich.
And you always showing your pictures of your plate too, which a lot of people don't do. A
Yeah,
lot of people do it, but a lot of people don't because we know that they not because they get like they so stressed when it comes to actually having to cook food, and that's not survival skills.
there's
They don't got
not.
no survival skills.
That's what I'm saying. So it gets to that time, man. So I make my sandwich, and my brother said, "Oh, you make some? Yeah, man. Grab a sandwich. I made about 5 or 6. I bought me a loaf of bread. I bought me this that sandwich. I made about 89 sandwich. I had some with spice ham. I had some with salami. I had some bologna. Man, I made some good sandwiches too. I blow that because I know I'm gonna be there practically all day. So when I was with my sister, she said, "You ain't bison? No, that's all right. I take it back to the house and make me some more sandwiches. I'm gonna give you some hero bread. Make some more sandwiches. Save some money. It was some good sandwiches." With some soda, with some Tahiti treat. I got me some cocoa champagne. Man, you can't tell me nothing. But it's
No,
all about saving money, surviving.
it's about surviving.
It's all about
And I
surviving.
had a corner. I had a corner store where the guy he had a spiral book and he would let us have a tab. And when you get the money, you pay him. You know, that's
That's what
community.
that too, yeah.
That's community. They let you do the tab, and that's why we work together with them Hispanics. Because we all looking out for each other.
They say, hey, why you keep on buying, man? I ain't got the money. I ain't going in, man. So I said, my bill get like 30, let me know. I said, all right. So I said, yo, here's 60. No, you have to give me no, keep 60. Keep 60. Don't worry, keep it, man. That's how it was, man. The credit coming handy
That's
when
how
you
when I
got
was
money.
growing up. I still consider that I had a good childhood. You know what I'm saying? I remember you give me $1, we had a whole big bag. We had remember the little brown bags? Our brown
Yeah,
bags would be
it would be
overflowing with
filled up.
candy with our
Oh,
dollar.
$1. Shoot.
Because
So
we
picture
had
you
1 cent
had
candy.
right, but for picture you had like $4.
I mean,
And
it's crazy. Can you imagine if we was a kid and somebody gave us $20? That was crazy money.
penny candy. Yep,
Now
sis.
they
Penny
want
candy.
now they want $20 like it's a dollar bill. These kids are crazy. Ugh, it's crazy.
And you remember back in the day, sis, that if you had $10, you go to White Castle, you had two full bags. Well, I'm talking without the drinks. You had two full bags.
You can't beat White Castles. When I remember you get the one with no cheese,
Yeah.
you get in boxes. You hear me? Everybody
Boxes,
eating.
bro.
They
Oh,
call them murder burgers. Remember they called them they
murder burger.
called
They
them
go
murder
murder burger they
burgers.
want to. She.
They was calling
Right.
them murder burgers. It was hilarious.
Let me tell you,
Now it's like over $5 to get a
hey,
one of those.
let me tell you, my father, like part of the tree of the family, I never forget. I never forget this. Right? I had a basketball game. I don't know. I think that let me tell the story first. It was when I pick up my best friend, right? Somewhere in Brooklyn. I'm not gonna say it. I see three women. They drop the baby off the front of the church. That messed me up.
Like abandon them? Like there was they didn't
Yes,
want the
they
kid no
drop
more.
in front of the church and laughed.
Remember pig feet and big pickle on the jars? Yep. I
Yeah,
hated
people in
pig
the
feet,
church.
especially the way it smell. Oh no.
Oh yeah, people. So get back to the story, right? So that messed me up because it reminds me what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So my best friend, he lived down the block. He said, "Yo, what's the matter, JT?" I said, "Oh man, drop a baby front and laughed at it, bro." So the lady opened the door and says, "The baby gonna be fine. You gotta stay away from the door." I said, The baby was crying. I said, "I wish I was old enough to take care of the baby." And I remember my best friend woke up to the thing. He seen it, but he seen when they closed the door. What happened, man? I told him what happened, man. He said, "Dad, man, I wish we was old enough to take care of that baby." I said, "Word, man." I said, "What happened?" Three ladies dropped them all, laughed at that shit. Man. That's some fucked up shit, man. And so our game was like 6 o'clock at that night. We playing for the championship. He said, "Yo, let's get on this train. Let's get on the train. Go take it a while." So we got up there, right? So the coach would say, "Why are you looking like that?" Till we tell him the story, right? We end up winning the championship, and we even tell the people on the other team up and everything, and they was like, "Man, I wish I would have known them. I would get them. I would take care of it." We was mad stuff. So me and my friend, we had to travel home and stuff like that. And they stay up there because they had a nice little picnic, for us, So I said, "No, I gotta go, right?" So me and my friend had come back, right? So he lived like 3 stops from me, and he said, "So man, it's hard, but I went back to the church and I just sat on the church steps for like 30 minutes, wonder what's going to happen to that little black boy." And I called my father. That's when I called the house, and I told my father what happened. He said, "Hey, look, I'll come get you." And so I said, "Nah, Dad, I'm gonna take the bus." You know. So I took the bus, got home, right? And now we talking about y'all going on 12 o'clock midnight. Now man, it was hot. Oh, it was scorching hot that night. So he said, we going to White Castle. I said, well, I got to. He said, that's all right. You go upstairs, get showered up and everything. We going to White Castle. Dad, you going to White Castle this late? He said, yeah. Mom said, because we was going to go. And I said, no, we're going to wait for Jerry. No. So they waited for me, and I told her what happened and stuff like that, right? And so my father had like $20. He said, we don't get some White Castle. So he said, usually he go to the one like, I think they just built the one on Atlantic Avenue, right on Grant Avenue. But we always go to the one ECO. But we went to the one like in Long Island. I just want to maybe put some gas in the car. We go to the one in Long Island. So we went to ones in sometime in Suffolk County. And we got some burgers at there. And I was thinking about that little boy. And I was that mess with me. And I was like thinking like that. And he was like laughing. And so we were eating the food and everything. That's when the mom said, today we're gonna go to grandma's house and everything. I said, okay. So that's one of the few times I didn't really eat a lot of White Castle. So I said, I eat when I get home. And she said, you want to go to Carvel? I said, no, I won't go home. And I remember my late youngest brother said, you all right? I said, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm with you, right? I said, yeah. I remember, Jack in the Box was what? Jack in the Box was official. Yes. Jack in the Box was official. And so that night, when we got back that morning, like 1:30 in the morning, because like I said, we came from Long Island. I didn't get to sleep that night. I just thought about that little boy. And I said, I wish he was older. Because when they dropped him, he was a baby. He was like 3 or 4 months old. I said, I wish he was like 5 or 6. I would feed some on White Castle.
That's beautiful.
And I
I think
remember. No, go ahead.
you said you never what?
That I never thought to say this, but I was actually in tears. And I see my parents was actually in tears too. I said, you always care for the family, you always care for the community. I just wish that ain't right. So I said, Mom, she said, you gotta understand, you people wicked, you know, but there's gonna be some people saying, oh, you gotta do what you gotta do, but no, I mean, like they drop the baby there, no bags, no nothing.
Well, I never saw that, but I believe when we was growing up that they had us more sensitive to stuff like that because I remember Little Lord Lloyd, that movie. They had
Mhm.
Heidi, they had and Annie. All of those was about those those children that was in orphanages.
Yeah,
And if you notice, they don't really do movies, about that. If I was to go by what I observe, I would think that they don't have that no more. And that's not true. I remember when where I live, we had a lot of homes for teenagers that was without families, and they got rid of those homes for market rate. And I don't know, they started moving the kids upstate. And that's taking them from all of the modern conveniences of the city. They just don't care. Like a lot of this, like I just recently went to a we had a presentation from Boys Town, which one of the closest boys towns is in Newport. And they take kids from New York. They take kids from New York City that are, they'll have no families. And so they, alternative to juvenile and jail and stuff, they put them in Boys Town. You ever heard of Boys Town?
now
It's called Boys Town. And they have them in this like, you know, out of city suburban environment. try to give them a foster family, and for them to have a family setting and so forth. But it's just like, it's like they always put them off. They don't let them be in the environment. I guess because they don't think that they're doing well there. Because like some kids, the city's not good for them. Like they believe that the suburban area is better for them. You know, that's why they put them somewhere far away.
But
I
they
never,
still have to.
I feel like a city kid. Like I don't feel like the city did. I feel like the city is full of things. We always have something to do. Like when I've been to I remember when I went to Binghamton, and and like everything closed at 5 or 6. I was like in hell. I felt like I was being tortured. I wasn't happy at all. You know, and I was a teenager. We went up to Binghamton, and I just was very unhappy because we don't have 24-hour nothing. Even when I went, even when I went to visit down south, and we was it wasn't the part that I was at wasn't very developed. We was out there in the woods. My grandmother had she liked to can and jar stuff,
Right.
and so she had all kind of fruits and stuff in the back, and I didn't find value in that because that's not what I've been used to. So I just think it's interesting how I don't think I agree that the city isn't good for children since I'm a city kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad for all kids. Like I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know. I just know that I feel that the city is full rich with all kind of activities. We're always able to do something. We have access to so much. And um I think if you're in a good school program that's well funded, we're fine. I don't think the kids I don't think the kids lack support and safety just because we're in the city. But it's different. It's the people going through different situations. Like that kid who got dropped off that you're talking about. Like they was abandoned, so they have no supports. Of course, it's going to be different for people who don't have supports, and that is sad. But I don't think people think about that anymore. I think they really have made them invisible. What do you think? Like I feel like the kids that don't have no families are invisible, and when I was a kid, they weren't. Like they was always talking about kids and orphanages and so forth. Just like even with Annie, like the story of Annie, how she's in the orphanage. I just don't think they want us to care because it's not something that is brought to our attention anymore.
I think what it is right now, I feel that it's all about the sexes to a certain extent. Always back then and always will. So well that's like another um conversation. Cause I know people gonna feel like I'm against women. I'm not against women. Not against women at all. But
I
when I
mean,
see that,
it's your lived experience, and I don't think there's anything wrong with expressing it. Somebody else has a problem with it, they can explain their experience, but it doesn't change the fact that you had a different experience. You know what I mean?
I see it myself. You hear what I'm saying? I
I
seen it.
hear you.
I seen when you see things that stays with you. You know, get back to the last of the story. Get back to the last of the story. Again, I ain't get sleep all that morning. I cried. There's a few times that my parents had to check on me, make sure I'm all right. I said it's not right.
That's a fact, though.
I
That's
said it's
not
not
right.
right because a woman. I said because a woman dropping a baby is fine and it's okay. And they laugh. They actually laugh. I'm glad the problem is gone. While the baby is crying, what about the father? And I'm just like, And I said, what's the matter? I said, I wish I was old enough to take care of that baby. It hurt. I mean, it stays with you. You know what I mean? It stays
It
with
does.
you.
It's traumatizing.
It's when
That's why I
you
guess
get
she was
laughed.
saying that she doesn't think it's good to raise the child in the inner city because they're exposed to too much. But like I rode bikes with the kids in my neighborhood, and I never saw nobody get shot, but my cousin did, right? So my cousin, she saw somebody get shot, and that was traumatizing to her, and we was like, oh my God, because she lived in a different area, but of course, these things is traumatizing. I never seen nobody get shot. I haven't, you know, I have a good opinion of the city. Like I don't feel scared. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid of the city, but I know people have had experiences that they really don't feel safe. They don't feel safe in the city at all.
Of course, they'll feel safe. I see people get shot. I see people die.
Oh,
Not good. You know what I mean? I see people like, yo, JT, man. Talk to some guy, JT, man. Once you walk up the block, he me walk up, this guy no good, man. I said, all right. God, oh, pop, 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 drop.
wow, that's scary. Yeah. So do you feel that the inner city is not a good place for kids? Like you prefer like if they was to get raised in Long Island or some suburban area, or you okay with being in the inner city?
Where you gonna go now? You go suburban. It ain't gonna happen. It's not safe no more. Just we gotta be honest. We're safe no more. I mean, like they have the same problems. Only different thing is probably like they take it a little better. But I was raised in the city. Look at me. But see, my parents had a hand in it. Make sure I don't get in all that trouble. But when they're not around, when they around, but you know, but I see death.
Oh my
You
God, I'm
get
so sorry to hear that. She said her own family member was shot in front of her. Oh my God, that's so scary.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I had friends had died in front of my face.
Wow,
Okay,
that is scary. Yeah, that's scary.
you look at it like this, and people say, "Man, you don't care." I do care. Going to the funeral and stuff. Never see him again. Yeah, they do target the baby. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, and then police, and then see, that's what I'm saying. That you still got police still going after our babies right now. But people don't even want to talk about that. You know?
Well, I was going to the criminal law talks that Yusuf Salam's mom puts together. She does that like monthly. And one of the conversations was about how the police target our kids. And they said one of the precincts had would go to the kids doing after school and offer them $10 to come to the precinct, and they would take their pictures and fingerprint them and make it like it was fun, but they was putting them in the system, and they hadn't done anything. They was telling us about the tricks, how like the importance of making sure your kids know what's right, and so because the
Yeah,
police officers playing up to them, they acting all friendly and nice, they offering them $10, whatever, the kids thinking they
yeah.
getting something, and I'm telling you, it's some real grimy stuff, these officers and stuff have been accused of doing, you know because the kids they was getting put in the system, they hadn't done anything. They was just putting them in there, like that pipeline to prison kind of thing. Like they just know they're gonna get in trouble. It's something crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Is they taking advantage because they don't have a parent or anything picking them up from school? Because they wouldn't have access to them if if somebody like a nanny or whatever, you know how like the white kids got the nanny, they got us, they somebody picking them up. So they would be, somebody's observing because these people, they always take advantage of kids that are alone.
Yeah, and they play on that. That's one of the reasons that my parents said, whatever you do, make sure you're around. One time I got off the school bus. One time I got off the school bus one time. And I was going to school. They said, hey, you got to take a ride with the cops. No, I ain't taking a ride with y'all. Why? Because I know I'm not gonna live to see it. And
Wow.
I went and I went and I went and I went into there because we had a pro black what's his name, Mr. Brown, high yellow afro. He was not pointing. I said, yeah, they said. He said, where they at? They right there. So they see Mr. Brown. Yeah.
Well, who's Mr. Brown?
That was my principal.
So he was like a good, like he was a good guy, and the police knew to get away.
Yeah, Mr. Brown wasn't
Okay,
playing.
okay,
He was a
okay,
principal.
okay. That's good.
Mr. Brown was high. He was pro black. He wasn't afraid of nothing. He was
I
well
don't know about
perceived.
justice for Jason, Sheila, but I'm sorry about that. The first action I really participated in was justice for Alima. I came up to Harlem and I got to show you because I thought that was some really stupid craziness. The cops up there. I mean, I just felt he was abused, and I thought it was wild, and I couldn't have no peace without trying to get with somebody. That's why I believe in actions and stuff, because sometimes it's just the world feels like it's too twisted to not speak on it, because I did that one with the Alima, and I was very, very disturbed about the kid that with autism that just ran out of the school, and no school safety guard ran after him. Remember that one? And
Yes.
they found him dead. The ones they found one shoe. I thought that was horrible. I can't believe I don't remember his name now, but that was an action I couldn't find no peace with. I couldn't find no peace with that, and I was so devastated. I was praying for him. I was so devastated that he was found unalive. I just thought that was horrible. And I was very upset because the video showed the school safety just let him run out. They didn't care. And they were all black. These are not white
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Some of my
It's
people be
so
hurting our own. Yeah.
disturbing. That and remember that was a black mother fighting for her black autistic son. Remember that?
Yes.
I can't believe I don't remember his name. That disturbed me so much. And I'm
Mhm.
happy we looked people was looking for him, and they found him unalive. That was horrible, but at least we found him because some people, they don't have the bodies. They don't have the bodies. There's no justice. They don't have the bodies of their kids. This is crazy.
Well, let me tell you how who wants to stop me, right? It wasn't black. I mean, they wasn't white. They was black and Hispanic. Oh, and I ran Mr. Brown. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. They trying to call something. And then they got in their car and left. And so that's when he called my parents. He said, "Come on, what happened?" He said, "He's fine." That's one of the things he said. Yeah, when the school comes out, I invite y'all go pick him up. And that's when my mom's picked me up, and then we took the bus back home together.
That's wonderful. And
And
all the work that you've done, Sheila, has brought peace to families that felt like they didn't have nobody. Like, oh, we don't want to bring you to no bad thoughts, but we got always think of the positive because, I feel like if people didn't have an action, if people didn't have the rally, like remember how we all wore hoodies in New York for the for Trayvon, or he was all the way in another state, and we show solidarity in New York for that situation. And I really appreciated that because I thought that was some bull that you're gonna stereotype a kid just because he got a hoodie and he had no weapon. it just was too much. It's, like some of the stuff is just outright ridiculous, and 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 it does serve peace to some people by doing some type of action, by acknowledging it. Like I went to my first um remembrance for people that was shot, like victims of shootings, and they rang a bell for each name, and we did a balloon release. And
Yeah.
I never did that before, and I felt like it did give the families a sense of support and some sense of closure, because a lot of these families, they didn't they, they're the killer is at large. They have not these are open cases or cold, like nobody has been prosecuted for this. There's no the person is not there. This is crazy. It's just and like, so if anytime we can get the person, that's why I loved how New York stood up for the young man from the train, justice for the kid from Jordan, for Neely, right? For Neely, because they didn't even want to release the name of the person that was choking him. And I still don't believe that's his name. Like, I don't believe his name is Penny. But the bottom line is they gave us a name, they gave us a person, and they put him in, they gave, put him in court. He did not get charged, but I think it brought peace to a lot of people, that he not gonna just do that, and he's not gonna get no kind of. You remember how, like, you remember the president took him to the game and stuff. I mean, it all sounds crazy, but the Dylan Roof thing was crazy too. The cops took him to Burger King, and he just killed all them with people in church. Some of the stories is hard to process and accept it as reality, because it's just crazy, cruel, and it's very insignificant. But I feel like if it really bothers us and we have some kind of platform and outlet talking about it, and we have a sense of community, I think it helps. So, like, I love that, Sheila, as far as being a chaplain, and she was going to the prisons, and she's worked with the youth, these women, and this, and I think it's beautiful, because it's a need. You know what I mean? It's needed, because we can't, some things is so broken, a person cannot move forward with things so broken. And we help by doing things, even like the platform, like us talking right now, it helps make some kind of something tangible to something that's crazy. Because it's crazy. Like, I was disturbed by the baby dying from the daycare center, from the idiots putting the drugs in hiding drugs inside of the bottom of the floor. That bothered me. And he looked so cute, you know? And I was just so disturbed. I was sick. I was so disturbed. And I was happy that they went and got him. He had fled the country, and they got his ass. They got his ass and brought him right back, you know? But that was very disturbing to me. I was highly disturbed. So, and to have a platform where we can discuss it, you know, I feel is very important, because people have unresolved trauma, and we play it off like it's nothing. It's too much in our community that is very disturbing. Like, you seeing a kid being dropped off, a baby, and you wondering how is his life, what happened. It's disturbing, because it's not. It's you questioning, you're wondering, and it's still this issue.
Yeah.
You're still
But
wondering, how did the kid manage it. And then if there's a possibility somebody could find out, and he's okay or whatever, it's great, because sometimes it is something we are able to do. But the bottom line is, if we don't get to have a conversation about it, or we can't do something to help somebody else, like, I think a lot of reasons why I don't like go crazy. It's because I remember when I was a kid and my mother brought all the kids ice cream sandwiches. The ice cream sandwiches, I think they was 5 cents. And my mother just brought all the kids. We didn't know them. She just brought all the kids ice cream sandwiches. And they were so happy. We was just all happy. And I remember one time we was playing in the park and my mother brought two plain pizzas for everybody to have. They cut it. You know how like sometimes you cut the kids slices smaller,
Like
and
double
that's
cut.
how they cut it. And everybody had it. Everybody had pizza. We was all happy, and it was like we don't have to know each other. You know, we didn't have to know each other, and it was
But
just so much fun.
I think what it is, 12 L's, that we got to get back doing this. We got to have conversations consistently like this. You know what I'm saying? And if people want to join, they could join. This could want you to compete us. I think we gotta have more conversations like this. We have to have it, and it cannot be. It gotta be lasting like this because it's very, very important. Again, people don't want to have these conversations. They want to have these conversations like once in a while. I'm not talking about you and Sheila, but they don't want to have these consistent conversations. We gotta have that. You make a day. Listen, I'm going on here. Let's talk about the issue like that, and invite the right people to come up too. Now you can't come because you man on because you go you're not gonna stick on the top of this stuff. We gotta
Yeah,
have more
that's
conversation.
right. I love it, JT. You right. They won't stick on topic. You know.
They don't stay on top. So I said no. So we
Yes.
gotta. So I urge people like me and you. Let's be the leaders. Let's keep this conversation going. I'm not saying it's supposed to be every day. I'm not saying every day, but it's got to be often. It's got to be often because
Yeah,
there
because
are
people
stuff out there.
traumatize. Yeah.
There are people. There are people. Out here hurting, and just that's like on TikTok on TikTok. I talk about government um closing, government shutdown, and stuff like that. And I don't go come to government. I don't talk about it on here because people don't want to listen. But I know people TikTok listens, and these are facts right here. But don't worry, I'll come back somewhat back on YouTube. But we gotta have these conversations often, and people gotta participate.
Yeah.
They gotta participate. That's the only way that we keep things going, find solutions at the same time. Joe closer to the family. Sometimes we gotta have to get back, to exchange emails and also exchange numbers. Check on see how everybody doing. Find out, oh yeah, we gonna go on here. What did you left off? Oh, we left on here, so we can take it up on 12 hours. You can stop that on. I'm saying we gotta have these conversations often. It cannot be
I
like
agree.
once or twice out the month. Oh, it's got to be often. It's got to be often because look after this Indian pooper.
Right.
Got that and everything. So, but 12, make your last remarks, please. And then I make my last remark. We're going to close it out as a family.
Well, I'm so happy to see Sheila in the
Yeah, me
chat
too.
because I've always been inspired by her and the work because I was enjoyed when she was having the council people from Newburgh. I had never even heard of Newburgh, okay? I never heard of Newburgh. It was all interesting to me and seeing their own leadership. They had different leadership from us and everything. I thought it was so fascinating. And I think we should continue to feel comfortable to educate and share with our people because it's a reality. They some things you might introduce to them that you do all the time may be the first time they're experiencing it,
Yeah.
and it's valuable and important. And I do miss um you know seeing her and hearing her stories, but I know
Yeah.
that you know, she has relocated and there's other things going on, but you still need it, Sheila. And
Yeah,
just
we need you, Sheila.
yeah, we need Sheila. And I always appreciate how you always breaking stuff down under Rated Darkness. I always get inspired talking to you And I always loved. I remember how you used to say you would check on the kids. You just come over to them, ask them how they doing, talk to them like you wasn't afraid to talk to a kid.
No.
And I think that that's beautiful because I have um I do have reservations about talking to kids because I was bullied in school, so I don't really feel that comfortable to talk to young people. And I love how you express checking on them, making sure that they all right. And I like to see that. I like to feel like I'm doing that with like seniors, right? So I feel like I've had some great experiences with seniors and my interactions with them. Just unfortunately, I have worked with many seniors that passed away, and I feel like we don't really have that same dynamic with young people unless unless something tragic happened, but we have them longer. So I get frustrated working with animals because animals pass. And and that's why I don't deal with animals no more. And a lot of seniors I work with a lot of seniors, and so many of the seniors I worked with have passed away. And that makes me a little sad, but I still say it's value in it. Like I've had great times with them. It was so much fun. They've added so much to my life. But again, it's short lived, and I do think that children and young people, I think that we have them longer, and I do hope to get that experience to work with some youth in a positive way. Like I would like to expose them to things like to the ferry that's in my neighborhood and all this kind of stuff. But I haven't met anyone interested. Like I've attempted in my community to try to get with some youth, but the youth that I have approached I was not interested in some of the things I would like to expose them to. But I still think that it's wonderful to meet people like yourself and Sheila who value youth, and you'll say that we need to check on them because they're our future, and I do agree with that they
But,
are our
but
future.
also too, I have to understand too. Now I'm talking about young adults, right? Like maybe like I'm maybe almost 25, 30 years older, right? If they don't want to listen, that's on them. I
Right.
reach out to the ones that want to listen, and and I'm talking about the men. A lot of these men is really son husbands, so they're unreachable. So I don't really talk to them because I'm gonna be I'm gonna say I'm gonna be respectable now, but I'm not gonna be respectable. When I say in the near future, but and also you got mothers, daughters, fathers act the same way. So there's certain ones I try to reach out to, but I try to reach out to everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
needs help. What I'm saying? Older people need somebody to talk to. So I'm trying to. So what I'm doing like that, I always, you know, take pride to talk to people. But the ones who
That's
do not
beautiful.
want to, and the ones who don't want to listen, I'm not reaching out to them. I already said what I have to say. The issues you want to do and stuff like that because it could be somebody else need me. They need to hear the message to inspire them. So
Yeah.
so that's why for me, I have now I've had pick people. Back in the days, you see me I'm out here, but I had pick people, and also I gotta protect myself too, cause it's crazy out here too. So I have to understand I gotta protect myself. I live by myself, but when I'm around, if I'm walking, I ask the kids, "Do you have identification?" Well, you better have identification now. They can take you in, do whatever you want. That means you gotta know your rights and everything. And then I let the parents know. Parents, you gotta keep an eye on your kids. Need that, cause now it's not just the um, cops. You got cars circling down, and trafficking. You know,
Wow.
and so y'all gotta think about that. And I know some people gonna get mad at me again. Oh, women don't do such trafficking. Oh, yes they do. Oh, yes they do. They drive some. They drive them cars. Okay.
Yes, I saw a video about that. It was scary. Yeah.
They drive these cars, they pick up the, make sure to be nice and get them can and snatch them up and everything. And sometimes, oh, they bring it to the man. No, sometimes they end up keeping them and especially little boys because they could some maybe a man hurt them and everything, and they end up
Wow.
killing them. And sometimes they hurt them, something unalive them. And so we got to talk about that. But that's another day. Men do it too. Sometimes they use the man too. So this is what I'm saying. We gotta talk about everything. We gotta keep these conversations consistently, and we have to understand we gotta keep abreast of what's going on. And I know it's gonna be at times that people ain't gonna want to listen because you on the women's side or you on the men's side or whatever. Listen, I don't care. The wicked does not discriminate.
Right.
It doesn't. So we got to stop that. Oh yeah, then
The
at the
devil
same
seeks who
time,
he can devour. Yes, he seeks who he can devour. He
these are
gonna
the
go for whatever.
right. Cease is devouring, and also we got to understand. And then we talking about the alphabet people. They also hurting people too. We got to watch out for them because they figure that the law is protecting them. So we got to make sure we got to watch out for them.
Yes.
So we got to understand that. So we got to have these conversations. We gotta have these conversations consistently. And so I'm gonna do my best to keep the conversation going. I know you do, and we gotta even if we got to have the same people on the panel, so be it. Let's have these conversations. Let's find solutions. But let me explain something to y'all and everything. In New York, it's a sad day for families of African descent. And I'm gonna leave it right there. And I'm just saying, come back Tuesday, 12 hours, because I'm going ham.
I love it.
I'm going off. So
But
sometime
what do you mean come
Tuesday.
back Tuesday? Today is you mean next week? Because today is Wednesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday, yes.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna let this simmer down, with the mayor always and everything. Let's simmer down, and we gonna go back talk about the booty boy.
Okay, I hear you.
I'm ripping them apart. I'm letting you know right now, I'm ripping them apart. I am
Yes.
ripping him apart. My brother Ganali, when he's ready, but we ripping him apart. So I'm just letting you know right now, if y'all a fan of his, a booty boy, I think it'd be better yet to stay away. Don't even come to the chat. Yo, you want to outside, if you're on the outside watching it, that'd be your best bet. Cause you come in, I'm ripping you apart. I'm letting you know right now. So I'm just saying, I'm gonna see Sheila, I'm gonna see but see, so I said I do this because I can get other platforms to come too. But I'm gonna see though. I want to see. I gotta see. So so
Well, I have StreamYard, so we could do it on my channel.
okay, cool. Well, I ain't feel,
Yeah, like we could do like switch it up.
so yeah, it's gonna switch it there, but I don't want that. So y'all score too much money. I just get $25. Yeah, it was all right. They went up to like 50, 60. I had no money like that.
I
All
still got
right,
the free plan.
yeah, but the free play ain't good. Man, I can go to the free play. Yeah, that's true. I can go free play. But that ain't nothing. That's
Yeah,
all up to
because
you.
you come on so regularly, that's why that don't work for you. But
Yeah,
yeah, because you come on
but
regularly. Yeah,
right, that's what I'm saying because especially on
yeah,
Street Yards too. Like if I do the free, only I can have one platform, and I have to use YouTube.
yes, because it only give you like 20 hours or whatever. But if
That's all
yes,
it
I know what
is.
you're saying.
Right, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. So,
I
so
know.
that's what I'm,
You come on
that's
too
what I'm saying.
regularly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Street Yards would have kept it. It would have been no problem. I was still in the street, but I couldn't do it.
Right. Because it's not unlimited.
Right. Redux. So yeah, but what about the other platforms? That's what I'm saying. They ain't gonna lose. I don't know. I think but I think it's 12 hours and everything. I don't know. Well,
Thank you.
most likely I will be back on YouTube. Most likely it will be next Tuesday. But I guess throughout the week I will be on TikTok. I'm telling 12 hours. You need to get on TikTok.
Well, I was happy to see you on McLean's. I'm happy to see you in the YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
When you're not there, it's not good. We used to you. At least you come. You know, at least you checking in. That's good. You know, check in.
Yeah, I check in, but Brother Clint called me. You know I'm there. You know I'm there. But I'm just
You
letting you
are.
know.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know I love TikTok. TikTok the move. I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
You what? I'm telling you, check it out. I'm just do your own investigation. I'm just letting you know right now. You
I
want to
can't
ask
really
you
do
what?
it on more platforms. I like. I just stay right here. I stay here right here with YouTube.
I know YouTube, but
Because I don't even go on the Instagram. I hardly want to be bothered with Facebook. It's like people be hitting me up, and so that's why I bother.
I
Because
understand, but
I really just focus on YouTube.
I understand, but listen to your brother. TikTok.
I love it.
Well, TikTok. Listen to your brother now.
I hear you.
Just check it out. I mean, like little rough. You know what I'm saying? Get your 1,000, work 1,000, then as you get your 1,000, you can go live. Let me I love TikTok. Look out me.
Yes, that's great.
I push it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna come to YouTube. I'm gonna do YouTube, but it ain't gonna be all that much I used to. But yeah, I can't TikTok. Shh. Go YouTube, go TikTok. Pop, tick, 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 tick. Yeah.
Well, at least we know. Look, at least you told us
I mean,
because
then you win, you get points. No matter what, you go and get points. You build up your own. I mean, at first it'll be hard. Tell me, I'm not. I look out for you. Hey, look, I got 12 starting on TikTok. How about, yes, he with me, man. Listen, I got you laced up. That right,
I believe you.
You going in there, so you gonna look at YouTube like, I ain't feel like going. Let me do some YouTube. Like, but see, when y'all come, I stay longer. You know what I'm saying? No problem. But anybody I don't know.
So we your day one. So we your day one.
Yeah, that's day one.
Yeah, we your day one.
Let me tell you, it wasn't no day one. It was 2 weeks ago. It wasn't no day one. I cut day 40 minutes. So I got, when I got on TikTok, I stayed like 2 hours.
Hold on.
Engage it. Yeah, I told you. I'm keeping that's not all that hard. Yeah, I'm telling you, Sheila, I'm telling y'all, you and 12 hours get your tick. What y'all talking about? Oh, man is coming. Women coming. I'm telling you.
I love it.
Show you a little picture. I'm saying they got myself grinding. Like, yeah, ain't no me. Hey, what's up? Stop.
I love it, Sheila. Look, Sheila ain't ready to go. Sheila said, "I'm up. Go live 12." Look, she's horrible. I don't got the laptop, so it won't be no fun. I can't bring nobody else.
I'm telling you, go TikTok. I'm telling you, man. And go, you have your son go TikTok. You, no matter what, you win it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love it. That's good. But see, you always put us on, though. That's important.
But when you start off, it's gonna be a little hard because you just start off and everything. But when people start seeing you, man, I'm saying, man, I'm just saying. Listen. One of my lives, let me tell you. One of my lives, one time, you the tap and you see the views go up. One time I did the 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I had over 20,000, 22 views. 2,000, 20,000 views.
Wow. That's a lot.
Dude, people tap the screen. They tap the screen. I'll show you touch screen. Like they share it out and everything. Sometimes when you first start, you ain't gonna get no gift, but you get the points. Everybody went on. I'm telling you, one time I did. One time I did. I had 50 views. The lowest I had so far, I think I had maybe 10 views, 10,000 views.
Wow, that's wonderful.
That is wonderful. It's real wonderful. Right? Long you stayed.
But You know, Sheila, she had sent me a whole fitness kit that was by Haley Berry. She has
Okay.
sent it to my PO box. 'Cause remember, I used to have a PO box,
Yeah.
and so I find that the community on YouTube is very caring, and they be looking out. Because remember, she was encouraging me to work out,
No, people
and
caring. No, no, let me say this.
yeah,
People
very caring.
caring
I
on
like it
you.
here. I feel
No,
like
people
family. I feel like
caring
I
on
got community here.
YouTube. No, people caring on YouTube. But Q2 is full shit. So I go TikTok. TikTok love me. Like, hey, what's up, grind? All right. When you going on? I don't know, man. Then you go on other people. What time you go on? I'll come between like 11 o'clock, 11:30. We're gonna put you on a thing. This was Grind gonna go check him out and everything. He puts his stuff like that. Yeah.
I love it.
Everybody. I love TikTok. TikTok, my friend. I tell you, I done been this happy a long time. TikTok, especially social
That's
media.
good. That's good news. That's good news. Underrated.
I mean, like you
Yeah.
make more money, look more money. It's gonna take time to build up. And man, found. I put some good people. Hey, look, no long time. Part of family. Man, and plus you develop your own community too.
Yes.
That's the good thing about you develop your own, and like, you gonna be down with the family. You see what I mean? And you gotta be down with your man. We can keep on building TikTok, man. And I got other people I met too, so I can tell them to come on through. Man, we could make yeah, what's the man? Look.
Wait. Underrated
Y'all
before
can
you
get
go.
that.
Before you go.
Y'all
Sheila.
get 1,000 in no time because young women, and at the same time, y'all talk about y'all talk. I'm telling y'all talk about black man nicely and stuff like that. You keep it real. Yeah, I'm happy. So I ain't been happy in
Yes.
social media in a long time. TikTok have been great. I mean,
That's
you gonna go
wonderful
through
news.
you gonna go through certain things on social media. That's what it is. What it is. But I'm telling
We
you,
are.
you know what I'm saying. But TikTok. What y'all
But that's what
talking
I want
about?
to say.
Huh?
That's what I wanted to say with Sheila, because see, we was doing a fitness thing. I'll never forget when we had Mr. Black. Remember that, Sheila? We had Mr. Black and
Yeah,
he
Mr.
passed
Black.
away.
Yeah,
The dog.
yeah,
Oh my God,
yeah,
that's so
yeah.
crazy. But we
Yeah.
had drama with that because the girls we was fighting over being with Sheila for her fitness because it was me, Miss K, because you had Khadijah. You had look, Sheila. He had Khadijah on. I loved it. I loved his interview with his chop up with Khadijah, and we had eyes, and it was drama. We was having drama with our fitness videos. It was wonderful. So, but because sometimes it just be messy on YouTube. We be having mess
That's why I'm
sometime
on the
on
internet. I
YouTube.
don't have to worry
Yeah,
about when I
we
go.
drama, right, Sheila? It be
See,
drama. I
that's
love
what I'm
it.
saying. When I
Did you
go to
get the
TikTok,
penthouse? Remember,
it be
Sheila, your
lit.
penthouse? I love it.
I'm telling Sheila,
Drama.
I tell Sheila, bring Brenthouse, bring that to TikTok. I'm trying to tell you, I'm telling you, get your 1,000 within 2 or 3 weeks. I'm letting you know right now. I know what I'm talking.
Look,
You
Sheila,
go.
we get all kind of characters because she was
Oh,
having all
matter of
kind of
fact,
characters.
eyes on TikTok too.
Okay, yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Nollywood, all of them do a thing. Yes, I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
And then what you talk about 12 hours, you would get your 1,000 within a few weeks yourself. You probably get it 2 3 weeks. Because
Wow, that's amazing.
they gravitate positively. Like you talk about family and politics and all that. You stand your ground, single mothers with their kids, they want to know how
Yes,
you go do it and find a male figure, that's
yes,
a calling. Yeah, you and
it's a
she'll
niche.
make
Oh,
killing. Yeah, you and she'll
uh-oh.
make killing. I'm
Cause,
telling.
cause
Hey, look. The next time you talk to God in Hollywood Tuesday, ask him about TikTok.
you gotta ask her about TikTok.
Ask him
Okay,
about
but
TikTok.
but with Sheila and me when we was on YouTube, I still got a lot of the people that I met with Sheila channel. because Bronzeburg, I know Bronzeburg from Sheila Channel. I
Right.
know I know so many people. Jack Spade from Sheila.
Right.
They all still stay with me, Sheila. So we had
Yeah,
good people, and I
yeah,
still see Aunt P. I mean,
yeah.
I met all of them on Sheila
I mean, yeah,
panel.
you can have them come to TikTok. If they don't come to TikTok, they messed up. Go to TikTok. Man,
Yeah,
that you
TikTok.
doggone right, shit. I'm so doggone happy. You doggone right. Yeah, man, I tell you, every time I go do YouTube, I say, oh, God, I gotta set this motherfucker.
They love it. But wait, another thing that was great with Sheila, I had met some guys that was formerly incarcerated, and she did
Yeah.
a conference call with us. She did a conference call, and she was trying to help the guys out and explain to them how they could start their own organization, but they wasn't really open to it because they wanted to get they wanted Nan to be more involved, but she still offered the time. She offered them time in the conference call, and I thought that was great because I felt like I had a hookup, right, Sheila? I was like, yeah, I got a hookup. I was so happy. But
You get
we
all,
can't make the guys do what they don't want to do.
right, yeah, you get all that TikTok. I'm telling you.
I love it.
TikTok's the move. I tell you, everybody wins a TikTok. I'm telling you right now. Everybody wins on TikTok. When you move up there, when you get your down, let me tell you, nobody will tell- when you get your down, right? Yeah, open up a lot of doors for you. You could actually go
Oh.
shop, or you could actually go shop on TikTok store. They got every doggone thing.
Uh-oh.
You want to
We gotta do
see?
better.
I'll show
A
you
little
right
better.
now before I get on. I'll be right back. TikTok. No, I can't show it because I didn't. I mean, I can show you one. I'll be right back.
You can show us. Yeah, show us something.
I
Yeah,
love
Sheila, we having all that drama. And remember when you was doing the what is that? The penthouse. The women was so jealous. He had the He's always having because the girl, what's her name? She was up there. She
you.
can't stand
You gotta say
Beach
fair
was mean to
use. They
me.
said fair use. Type in fair
Yeah,
use.
fair use. Okay,
Hey,
fair use.
TikTok. I
What's
got
that? What's
flash.
that green? What's those green? Those
Yes.
are like free gifts, or you
No.
had to
Okay.
use it with
I
points.
have to pay. No. This is after you get 1,000. You get a
Okay.
percentage on when you get it. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
I'm
But what
telling you.
is it? What's the green? What's the stuff in the bag? What is it?
See, it's Seymour's.
It's food?
One is Seymour's gummies, and the other
Okay.
one is Alpha gummies.
I forgot. Oh, I never heard of it.
That's good too. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I love
Yeah,
TikTok.
but Sheila, remember Beach? She was up there in the bed and she had put her legs up, talking about she don't need to put her hands to bring her legs toward her chest. And one of the guys that knew that one, right? He came over to my channel when I had this really heavy set woman on my panel, and he was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I don't like the woman that can't I gotta help her legs get up in the air. She can't put her own legs in the air. Outrageous!" Dying laughing.
let me
We was
tell
dying
y'all.
laughing.
Let me tell y'all. TikTok got every. TikTok got yo. The TikTok store got every.
That sounds
Just
like fun. I want to see the TikTok store.
gotta get on TikTok. Don't. You on TikTok? Don't. Yeah,
All them
they got.
girls was a mess, Sheila.
Yeah. I didn't see Beach in a while either.
Good, because Beach was be over there. She was like over there screaming at people on Aunt T channel.
Oh,
When I was over
she
there,
still.
Aunt,
When did
I
I
don't
say
know if
see
she's
me?
still over there. I haven't seen her for a minute, but when I was over there, she was like, "Oh, why don't you rest in peace, die?" She talk crazy because I got gray hair. She was like, "Die already." You know how she is. And I was like, "What the hell? What did I do? What did I
She
do
said,
to you?"
Trisha got married.
Oh, that's nice.
Who's Trisha? Do I know Trisha?
Trisha is the the lady that would do Bible motivational Bible devotionals in the morning. That's who I met. I met her and Tyrese on
She
that
still
channel.
be.
Her name was
Yeah, I remember Trisha. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
her name is Trisha
yeah,
Motivation, and she relocated. I think she relocated to Florida, and
yeah, yeah,
she
right.
have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
man, and they got married. But she
yeah,
has a
yeah.
channel. She still has an active channel.
I gotta look up Trisha. Yeah, Trisha.
Yeah,
Yes,
Trisha
yeah,
Motivation.
yeah, Trisha. Trisha. Yeah. He always say, only
We used to
guy.
all be with her in the mornings because
Yeah, I
you
remember.
know
Right.
Sheila was an early riser. Sheila be up like 5
Yeah,
in the morning.
no, no, that's
Oh
me. I remember now. I remember Trisha. Right.
yes.
Because her sister used to live with her at the time, and she moved
Well, I
out.
think it
Right.
was her daughter, not her sister. I think it was her daughter. Her daughter had the baby, and she said she was gonna relocate. She had to move, and she moved, and she introduced us to this nice, her nice chocolate man, her nice headed man,
Trisha.
and then
Trisha.
she said she got married. That's nice.
That's real nice. Yeah, Trisha. Yeah, Trisha said the only way she's always said the only way he had me, he got to get married. Her daughter,
Yeah,
right?
I love it because you always telling us about the Lord, like Sheila. Sheila be giving us those
Oh
motivational
yeah,
devotionals,
yeah,
and
yeah,
she be
yeah.
telling the women that we're beautiful. It's so important.
Yes, it is.
That's why the women
Yeah.
like to come over because she always telling you beautiful, and then the girls, it just said the girls want to click up. That's all. The girls want to click up. They so
Oh, Trisha.
catty.
Oh, Trisha. Trisha had a couple of guys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me get out of here. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
had so
we
much fun.
yeah, we got to keep these conversations going consistently because we on a hunt. We getting hunted.
Yes.
We are. So then we talk about this booty bandit. This
Next Tuesday. Yeah. Next.
Yeah, we talk about this Indian booty bandit Tuesday. I probably talk about on TikTok throughout the week. You know, I done TikTok through,
Well,
but
what's
for
your
now,
TikTok handle? What is your handle on TikTok? I have a TikTok channel. I just don't be going
you
over there.
do. So you need
Yeah, I have a TikTok.
what you need? You need to post something.
I have it post. I have a video. You know how like they do us with the different pictures go fast. I have a
Yeah,
video on my
yeah. So,
TikTok. Yeah,
no,
I have a
so
video.
in a few minutes, you will see my picture. Grinder X
Grinder X. Okay, I'll
with the
look you
red
up.
X,
Grinder X.
right? You can look at it right now.
Okay.
Well, before we
Well, I'm
get off,
not on. I don't have like I don't have a TikTok thing open, but I had put on it. I had did a TikTok
but I'm saying,
because
what name you go by?
it's on the. I'm sure it's 12 Vales. It's all the same, all across all the platforms. It's always 12.
Yeah, picture. Hold on. Before we get off, we gonna check it to. I need 12 out lines. Thomas, yeah.
No, I
Right.
have one. It should be 12 Vales right there on TikTok.
Okay, we gonna go. I'm going to TikTok right now. I can't do it because I don't want to. That's TikTok. Okay,
Yeah,
12
I'm on
hours.
TikTok.
Okay, we gonna
I'm
see.
on there.
Oh, what's up? Shoot. Oh, okay.
You see it?
Oh, 12.
Can you put the link to your TikTok in the chat so we could just click on it?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me 12. Let me see. I'll probably do it through my phone. Oh, I found
You see how I have a video there? It's a
you.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
It's just that it's not active. What year was it? What does it say the last time I posted? What's the year?
July 1st. July 1st, 2023. I just
23 years. So see, it's
so
been a
yeah,
minute, but
I just followed you.
yeah, I started one, but it's like it's too many things we trying to upload on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and then we gonna add
What?
TikTok. I know you must get rid of
All right.
something.
Sheila, what name you go by on TikTok before I get off? And I'll
She said it
remind
should
you.
be Sheila E. She said it
o-
should say Sheila E.
Okay.
But she'd like you to put Grinder X in the chat so we could just click it.
Okay. Oh, Sheila.
Grinder ain't playing. Look, Sheila, he ain't playing. He making sure we verified. He gonna probably say, get this back active. Y'all better get active. He said, get back active. He trying to force us. He's trying to force us to get active. It's just too much, it's just too many pictures. I just get tired of it. Because people also try to get you on Discord. You got Discord. You got it's just too many. I just stay with you. I just stay with YouTube.
Link copy. Okay. Um. Now I gotta go to this live. I'm gonna mute myself, all right, for a few seconds.
Okay, you don't mind talking. I don't mind talking. Now look, there's another one. Somebody was trying to get me on. It's like you got so many of them. So and I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm so sorry. I'm not going on any more platforms. I'm gonna stay right here on YouTube. I was like, I'm gonna stay right here on YouTube because that's where my phone and everything's connected. Like my Instagram, I opened that up on my laptop, so then I can't get to it on my phone. And Instagram really is like best connected to your camera on your phone because you could just post up easy. I don't got no
Yeah.
time for all that. I don't got no
Yeah.
time for that.
What's in the chat? It's in the chat right now.
Thank you, underrated. Oh, thank you. So this says underrated darkness. It doesn't say darkness X.
No, just hit that. It comes straight through.
No, sister Sheila said that's the wrong link.
Can't be the wrong link. That's why I text. That's where I'm at. Hold on. Hold on. I'll mute myself again.
Thank you, Sheila. You have a wonderful spirit too. And I love how you be rocking your outfits. That was the thing, girl. And then the women, they was clicking up. Remember the girls be like, it was just a mess. And then the guy, I be still looking at him. He up there taking us to the bathroom with him. He got the grandson, the one from the military, that was like your DJ, and then he was just hating. Oh, he was
That's
just
no,
worse
that's
than
no,
me.
that's the right link. You got to hit it. That's the right link. I just
Okay, it's
tested.
the right link. Thank
That's
you,
the right
underrated.
link.
Okay,
That's the
it's the
right.
right
That's not
link.
the wrong. That's the right link because I tested myself. So when you hit that, you automatically gonna see my picture. You doing it right now? 12 hours.
Yeah, I got you. You hear me?
Say that again. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I get you now.
Okay, yes, I got it. I see it says Grinder X. I see it.
Yeah.
I got you.
There you go. Sheila, no, you're not hitting it. You
Yeah,
gotta
she
hit it
must not
on.
because I got it with no problem. Once I hit it, it came right to your TikTok. I got it. And
That
yes, it's TikTok. It's TikTok underrated darkness. Yes, I have you
right. There you
in your
go.
video. I see you.
There you go. See those numbers right there? Y'all could do that in 2 weeks. And that's this my second
That's my
page.
birthday year. Following my birthday year, 1977. That's my birthday year.
Yeah, exactly.
You got
Yeah.
14, 17 followers. Yes.
Yeah, now see, this is my second page. My first page of that got hacked. So I have to start
Oh
over
no.
again. Yeah,
See, there you go. You telling me the stuff I can't see.
the first one I had almost about 300, almost three. I mean, I had like 3,000 across.
Oh my God.
I was doing good. I was doing it, and then somebody hacked it. Yeah, you be back. Yeah, just hit that shit. I'm telling you, it's on there. Yeah,
I hit it, and I'm still talking to him. So you wouldn't. I just don't see. You know what? I don't see underrated. I don't see the chat no more. Like once I went over there, I saw you, but now I lost the chat. I only have you like via audio. That's so weird.
on YouTube.
On my phone, I don't see you.
Not about that. Oh, got this.
Hello? Oh no, somebody get off. See if she get back on. If not, I'm gonna cut this off. Well, you're in the chat? Okay. Okay, I'm ready to get off. I'm ready to get off. So, hold on. Yeah, I'm out. But you got me and follow me. Oh, okay, cool.
I thought you were saying you was trying to go anyway.
No,
You
I
said
was
I'm
waiting.
leaving.
I was seeing, because I'm seeing Sheila. She said she coming right back. I'm trying to find out what she is and everything, but see, she
Did
coming
you
back.
find her on TikTok like you found me? You found her because she said it's Sheila E. Well, I got to you with no problem.
That's what I'm saying.
And you didn't have no problem getting to me either.
No, y'all
That's
popped
good.
up.
Because I haven't been on no TikTok for I ain't worried about no TikTok. That's too much.
Yeah, but at least you got some on it.
Yeah, I got something on it.
You got some on there, ho. That's all right.
And
That's good.
stuff. Oh my God. I wanna do like you were saying, talk about help people with their mental illness because people be coming over to me. This guy, he told me that he lost like 17 people within the year. His friends and stuff, people he know. That's horrible.
You don't take that. That's a need. I'll talk about everything. I don't. There's some people that you need to talk about. No, I do me.
Yeah, you do you.
I talk on you. I don't now. No. Y'all
You
want to
gotta
now
let them
one?
know.
Y'all want now one? Y'all now. Same thing over here. I think I say I thought everything.
She
Cause
said,
that's
"There's
me.
Sheila. There's Sheila. She's there."
Yeah,
I put it
Sheila.
in the chat. Oh,
Sheila,
good night.
click.
Oh, wow.
Sheila. I sent it through your phone. Click on that. It works. It works. Cause
It worked.
I tapped it myself. So, well, let me get up out of here. I'm gonna close out, but yeah, but in due time, work on that. Work on get on. I mean, you can still do YouTube. I'm not saying you can't do YouTube, but do the
You
TikTok.
said add it. You said do that TikTok. Yes.
Y'all key YouTube. I'm saying,
It's money for us. It's money. It's money to be made, right? That's what I hear you saying. You saying there's money to be made.
it's gonna take time. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna take time, but what y'all doing? Y'all get your GA. No time.
Because I know over here with me, I can't get those watch hours. The watch hours is what's killing me. And then every time I hit my
can't get
year,
nobody to
it
watch me anyway.
resets.
I
What?
can't get nobody. Yeah, money. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you-
I can't get nobody not even watch me over here. Watch time.
What?
I can't.
So crazy.
Money on the floor. Yeah, man. You get all over the floor, all over TikTok floor. I'm trying to tell you right
Oh
now.
wow. Okay.
And I'm
Because
telling you, man.
money makes the world go round.
That's right.
That's right.
Tyrant Destroyer. Okay. Tell people that pop. Well, time to go. 12 rounds, reach out to me. I
All
read.
right.
I'm not reading that. Wow.
No, there's no need. They late, underrated.
Like, man, y'all talking
They
about
late to the
black
party. They late to the
what
party.
affected abortion. Nah, we not talking about that.
Good night,
Yeah,
Sheila. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, have a good night. This
Good
one is
night.
Ghost. Tuesday,
Bye.
come back. We're gonna
Yes.
talk about the Skittles booty Holman. I mean, mayor. We'll be nice. Mayor elect. First Indian mayor elect.
Wow.
Tuesday night. Y'all find out. All
All
right.
right.
Peace.
Peace.